Hey, what's up, everybody? Just a quick reminder, the most recent 15 episodes are available on iTunes and YouTube. To get the rest of the RU Garbage library, please go to gasdigitalnetwork.com. Use promo code AYG.
That's right.
To save a couple of bucks, we get to wet our beak, and you get the full access to all shows on the network's libraries. It's a good deal. Do it!
We love you.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Oh, baby. Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage, the show where we sit down with your favorite comedians and find out if they grew up classy or if they're a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a glorious day here at Gas Digital Studios. We're in the big studio. We got a big get, and we could not be more excited. My co-host, everybody's best pal. I mean, let's forget about it. The next time you're reaching for a buddy, you go ahead and make it a kippy, because this kid's all right. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Thanks, big man. I'm happy you pulled out the Gabbana wear for the big guest, too. This guy.
Shout out to the George collection at Walmart.
Catch you down in Del Boca Vista pretty soon.
We'll drop a grand in Disney World like that.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Keep us in the top 200. And also, full video available on YouTube. You can subscribe there as well.
Yes, sir. And gang, we could not. Now, I say this a lot on the podcast,
but we don't mean it for the other guests.
Those other bozos, forget about them.
Zach Amico, who?
We could not be more excited to have this very special guest on the show with us today. That's why we're in the big studio, baby.
Well, they don't move you over here usually?
No,
we over there?
Yeah, we chose the little one.
Oh, right.
Keep our egos. You know what I mean? Keep the ego in check.
That's what we've been telling
Also, you get more times over there.
Yeah,
nobody
it's
kicks you out like we need it. Like nobody needs it.
Exactly.
Gang, that voice you hear has appeared on the Conan O'Brien Show. Brody Stevens, Enjoy It, Kill Tony. 35 episodes of This Is Not Happening, plus 46 episodes, executive producer. Woo! Seen him on The Bonfire, Last Call with Carson Daly, The Joe Rogan Experience, and of course, Legion of Skanks. He has multiple stand-up specials out, to name a few. He has Passive Aggressive, Paid Regular, and Double Negative. He's the host of Skeptic Tank and has also appeared in the hit film Keeping Up with the Joneses, which me and my girlfriend watched the other night and thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's a delightful
How'd you find
film.
that? I have forced my way that off my what's it called, resume and bio.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a fucking big round of applause for the one, the only, Mr. Ari Shaffir.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for
Glad
doing the
to be
show.
here. Before I even start, I'd like to say that not letting Gas Digital people have their own Patreons like you guys is the equivalent of Dana White not allowing the UFC fighters to have their own sponsorships.
Ooh.
It's ridiculous, and I don't stand for it.
I love you, Lois. We don't.
We don't know this guy. This guy out of here. We're very happy here.
Yeah. What about classy or trashy? Have you got, I don't know. It just seemed like it would rhyme.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, not for the title. Just when your intro, you say, are they classy or are they trash?
I know, because we say it in the
It's in the song
voiceover.
already.
Yes. Oh,
so
great.
So I try not to say the same thing, and I like to play with it, mix it up a little bit.
Oh, great.
That's good
You know
for
what
you.
I mean?
Yeah, it's
Keep
right
it
up there.
fresh.
Yeah.
Keep the writers working.
What's your breakdown of trash versus class?
Most people are garbage.
Yeah,
people are-
but I think we've had a handful. Like Verzi was garbage, pulled out of garbage. Jared Freed was just fucking. He's like,
I mean, I can tell you that.
no, he's class. He's.
Yeah, your rating system. Is
I mean, he might do
Eats
trashy
cheese plates.
things.
He what?
Each cheese plates.
But like, he came from money. He was like country club. Like he was very. I mean, then also like in comparison, look at Zach Amico. You know what I mean? Like there's a wide range of it.
Good point.
You know,
In comparison, for a comedian, maybe.
sure, exactly.
Cheese-
For a
cheese
comedian,
plates. I don't know what that. I don't know if he knows what that meant. I think he's thinking of like bread bowl.
Let's focus
Love a good bread bowl.
on you,
Okay.
Mr. Shaffir. You don't worry about the other guys.
Okay, you're right.
We're going to find out if you're trash or not,
That's good.
which we don't know. You're a complicated man.
I'm leaning. He plays it fast and loose with some things for sure.
Yes.
There's been like pee throwing and a lot of
That's true.
that's definitely not classy.
Depending on how you look at
Jared
things.
Freed ain't throwing his piss. I'll tell you that much.
But
He's not-
also
he
a very
wouldn't get pissed on
structured
him.
individual. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, he doesn't like trashy shit.
Who?
Ari.
Ari.
Yeah, you're very And you're also very opinionated. You have a stance on a lot of behavior, a lot of things, a lot of brands, I presume. You have a staunch opinion on
I'm
it.
stance heavy.
That's what they say about you in the street. Funny guy, big dick, stance heavy.
Yeah, big old PP. That's a fucking point in your favor. I'll tell you that
I
right
do love
now.
the shirt, by the way. I love a good Hawaiian shirt.
Thank you. It's the George collection at Walmart. I'm telling you, if you're a husky guy, get over there because they're going like hotcakes. They got everything. Bathing suits, tank tops, the works.
Yeah, I like this shirt underneath the shirt too, because you know you're gonna. It doesn't button.
Yeah, that's why. That's the fat guy move.
I like how you blame it on the shirt.
Yeah.
It doesn't button.
It doesn't button. I'm not huge. It doesn't
Really?
button.
I see the holes
Goddamn
in the
thing's
buttons.
broken. All right, tell us the backstory here. I want to know your origin story. Where you grew up, how you grew up. I want to hear the whole thing.
I grew up in North Carolina and then Maryland, Orthodox Jewish. For most of the time, yeah, the yellow yarmulkes, the plates on the head. You know?
Okay.
Now, what's the difference between Orthodox and Hasidic?
Hasidic will be the black hats, the Satmar Jews and Bed-Stuy and shit.
Yeah, like the coats and stuff, the heavy coats.
That's Hasidic.
Okay.
Yeah, that movie show Unorthodox.
Yes.
Those are Hasidic people.
Okay.
So you didn't rock that when you were a kid?
No, we had that where it was like peripheral to that. We were heavy Orthodox, so it was like it's like a thing here and then the thing here, and we're like at the top end of our little Orthodox.
Like the Venn diagram, there was some overlap, maybe.
Yeah, it's like, you know how there's like basic sitcoms, like boring sitcom, and then there's like cool ones like It's Always Sunny and shit like that. And it's like Everybody Loves Ray was like a basic sitcom, but like the best version of that.
Sure.
You know? And then you got like Life in a Stick, which is like the worst version of that, but still in that like shitty nothing sitcom.
Sure.
You know,
because I live up in the Heights by Yeshiva.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
really?
So I'm
I
like
went there
surrounded
for a
by
year.
it. Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 year. That's where I lost my religion, when I was at Yeshiva University.
Really?
You live up there? What's the neighborhood like now? What is it? Like 100, what is it?
It's like
185th in Amsterdam?
Yeah. I live at 190th in St. Nick.
What's your exact address?
My
Wait, you lost your religion?
Yeah.
well, he's not Orthodox anymore. Take a look at him.
I am not. That is true.
He's far from it.
Yeah.
Bacon on Fridays. Here we go.
I could take this off.
So very like the family was very religious, obviously, like by the book, or did you guys like bend
By
the
the
corner?
book,
By,
yeah.
by the actual book.
Shabbos, the whole 9 yards?
Oh, yeah, it's fully.
Lights on Friday?
You leave them on or they're off. Oh, they get, I mean, I don't know if you know, but just Shabbos clocks where you can set your light to automatically turn off at a certain time.
Oh,
I heard you guys got like fancy phones too that it can like
For
automatically.
doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you
Yeah.
hear that? Doctors and we had an ambassador in my community when we were little, and it automatically picks up the phone every like 20 seconds. And so once it's
Yeah.
already picked up, because
It's like the spark or something.
The
isn't
spark.
it? Yeah, it's
you
the
can't
spark.
start a fire on the Shabbos because there's like you can't work on the Sabbath.
Sure.
Right.
And then in addition to not working, they give you 7 jobs. Like these are what we're talking about, these jobs.
Okay.
So like scribe is one. You know, that was a job
That's
back
a
then
job,
to be a
yeah.
scribe. So like even if you're not a scribe, you can't write on the Sabbath. No one can write because that's like a job. Another one was fire starter.
So that the
No
spark
candles?
No, you got to, if you leave them on, you leave them on. You can't touch them. You can't even like mix, like move
Oh,
them.
so you can leave the lights on. You just can't fuck with them.
You can't fuck with
Yeah.
Ah.
They're very crafty too, you guys. Like I remember like people like they'll have like neighborhood kids come in and like turn the lights on in Brooklyn and
them.
shit.
Shabbos goy. Yeah, you hint strongly at the fact that it's too bright in there. You're just like, it sure is. I wish the lights could go off so I could sleep. You can't say it because then it's kind of like you're doing it.
Oh.
And it can't be a Jew. It has to be a full goy. Shabbos goy.
Wow. So, yeah, somebody said like they pulled them
Go
in.
get one of the Catholics.
I forget
Yeah.
who it was that like pulled them in
'Cause
the house and they were like point just because they guess they couldn't say like turn the TV
You
off
can't
or
say
whatever.
it. You can just hint at it.
But they were just like and he was like just touching things. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what you want me to do,
What?
man.
Yeah, on an elevator. If you ever got on an elevator and someone's like, oh, I got to walk the steps. I wish someone could hit the floor 8 for me. What are you going to do? And then they'll be like, I can hit it for you. Like, if you want, but you can't say hit floor 8 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, and it can't be a less religious Jew. But by the way, it's only because you guys don't have that law, so you're not sinning.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't ask you to murder for us because you got that law.
Sure. It's wide open over here. We can, minus the 10 rules, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
You would be a hero to your community. If you're like, if you just go by an Orthodox Jew, if you see him, like, hey, if there's any lights you find annoying, let me know what they are, and I'll see what I can do about it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wink,
give them a good
wink.
solid wink.
Make a
yeah.
little cash
They'll
doing
love
that?
you.
I don't know. Will they pay you? Would they hit you off with like a
Not
buck
then.
or
You
something?
can't use money on the Sabbath.
Oh my
Ah.
God.
See, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have been out at like age 10. I would have been like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Let's play duck hunt.
Fuck shoveling snow. Turn off
Yeah.
some lights. All right, so you lived in an Orthodox Jewish community in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
Sabbath, the whole thing. Keep kosher. Pray 3 times a day.
When did you guys move from North Carolina to Maryland?
4th grade into 3rd grade.
From one community to the next.
Yeah.
So it was a strong religious growing up.
Yeah, just religious. And then it's just like all the way through. I finished high school.
Okay.
I went to a seminary in Jerusalem for a couple years.
Damn.
Yeah. Lived there. That was great. And then came back, went to your neighborhood.
Yeah.
To YU.
What were you gonna do? What would you become a rabbi?
Possibly. Probably not though. You go to seminary if you're gonna become a rabbi, and you also go there if you just like want to be devout. You know?
Yeah.
If you just want to be, that's like, where'd you guys grow up? Christian, Catholic, anything?
Catholic.
So you
Irish
know how
Catholic.
so there's like really religious people, but they're not
Sure.
priests.
Yeah, they'll both
Yes.
they'll teach like CCD or whatever. Those dudes
Yeah.
were always fucking
Yeah,
weird.
they
Yeah.
fucking scared the shit
Or
out
just
of
the
you.
people who go to church every
Every
day
day.
and do the studying and stuff like that, where it's like they're not a priest, but they have more Jews are like that.
Okay.
But if you want to become a rabbi, you would do the same thing.
Damn.
And then so when you got to Yeshiva University, you decided,
Started thinking about it. I realized I didn't believe in God, so I was kind of out.
wow, how'd your family take that?
Not well. Yeah, they had
At least you can turn the lights off for him now, though.
No, I can't.
Ma, why not?
I'm a Jew.
Yeah, so it's all Jew. It's not. He said if it's not, even if you're not less of a Jew, you can't do it.
So if the bathroom light is off and I
Okay.
turn it on, they can't use that bathroom for the rest of the Sabbath.
What?
Yeah, they can't benefit off a sin
Oh.
of a Jew. It's like Nazi research.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so you wouldn't even be able to like use it if I.
You don't even have the opportunity to be garbage at that point. Like, what can you really? I mean,
I
I feel
just-
like the rules.
What do you do?
in that upbringing, it's tough. Although, I mean, I don't know. There's still certain gross stuff that has nothing to do with religion.
Sure.
Do you wipe your ass? Do you go? I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah,
your
yeah. Chew
definition
your
of-
fingernails, or is that against the rules? Do you bite
Not
your
against the
finger-
rules. So that's like that could be a garbage thing.
That
There you
is,
go.
yeah.
All right.
We did Fitzsimmons the other day, and he bites it and then eats the stuff under it and picks his teeth with the nail.
What'd you have him on Zoom?
Zoom, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty gross.
Damn.
He had some real
Did
garbage.
he bring
shit.
up that he hit his kids? He almost got him taken away.
No.
He did not.
No.
Oh, it was like a year ago. It was like a big thing.
Jesus
I would think it would come up in this.
I think you have to be fucking with us.
No. I think he was like punishing them, and then one of them like said something to a teacher and it
Jeez,
got
is
out of
this
hand.
public knowledge
Yeah,
already?
I'm
I
never
think it
telling
is.
you a fucking thing.
I
I'll
think
tell
it
you
is.
that.
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. he
How about
almost,
a rule?
lost
How about a
his kid.
Jewish rule of keeping your fucking mouth shut?
His
all
whole
right?
wife's family had to like testify on his behalf or something. I don't know the exact stuff, but
Oh
it was
my
it
God.
was a problem for him for a while.
Jeez. Now, see, he's deflecting right now.
Yeah.
He's deflecting.
That was a good
Talking
stiff
about other
arm, yeah.
people.
Talk about how that guy really fucked up. Stay away from me.
Let's
Classic
get back
Ari.
to it. So, do
Yeah.
you still talk to your family?
Yeah. They came
It's
to terms
cool.
with it after a while. Yeah.
Okay.
It took a bit.
Now, like, if you go over there on a Friday night, you're not like fucking your headphones on, fucking flicking
You play by
lights.
the rules
Totally
a little
respectful.
bit. Yeah.
Good.
The same if I went over to a Muslim's house or a Catholic's house, I'd rape a kid with you guys or do whatever. I don't know whatever you guys are into, but like,
Chug a beer, get pregnant.
Sure.
Call it Memorial Day. Let's do it.
yeah. Was Epstein the biggest Catholic?
Are they still in? They're still in Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, was it like a single family house or an apartment or a townhouse?
House.
Proper
Jews. We're
house.
Jews, yeah.
Brothers
Yeah.
and sisters.
Uh-huh.
How many you
Two
got?
sisters and a brother. They're all pretty. My brother's not so religious anymore either, but the other ones are like tons of kids.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just like
What was the snack situation growing up?
Couldn't
not
be
great.
good.
Not
Could
great.
not be
but
good.
that was just us. I think my mom was like something to do with like safety or something in college. Like she was like, I don't know, in like pre-med or something. So like she was like no sugar foods, but other people in the community had like Twizzlers and shit.
Oh,
We'd always go over there.
yeah.
Yeah. We had like the best we ever got was Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh,
Honey
dude, that
Nut
was
Cheerios
me.
is all right.
Yeah, that was me eating healthy though. That
Yeah,
was like I'm
exactly.
trying to pull back from the Lucky Charms or something.
It was like the best we got.
No ice cream, nothing like that.
Tafooty, which was like soy-based ice
Oh
cream.
my God.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Might as
You
well
gotta
be
bring out a
another
picture of
country.
Tafooty.
That's against
How
the
about
Catholic
sherbet?
religion.
Sherbet?
Yeah. But like, it just wasn't great. You couldn't mix meat and milk. So if we had a meat dish, you couldn't have dairy for 6 hours afterwards. So yeah, unless we go out to
He
basketball.
drinks milk with
sometimes.
dinner, so there's no way he
I'm
could
out.
be Jewish.
Yeah, it wasn't a great life, but
Was
we
your
didn't know
mom
any
a-
better.
Was your mom a good cook?
Yeah, for sure. My dad is a great cook now.
So the Jewish food that you guys had was good because
It was solid. It wasn't
Yeah,
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of it was like super ethnic, where you wouldn't even like filter fish. If you're not into it, you'd be like, "This is disgusting. I could never have this."
but almost everything else I'm down with because I've eaten a lot of
What do you
Shabbos
have?
dinners. I mean,
Kugel,
I've had that.
that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. It sucked though. The broad making it didn't know her way around a frying pan or whatever.
There's a few different
She
types.
stunk.
Yeah. That's the thing when you're like Jews are like this, like, well, there's betters and worse ones, you know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like some like Jewish cooked food sucks. Like, no, that lady doesn't know.
Doesn't
Well, what it
matter.
was, she was like Irish or something, and she married a Jewish guy, so she tried to learn how to make it for him. And they were like, Kev, stay over. We're having like our Jewish dinner. I'm like, all right. And like 2 bites in, I was like, yo, Ma, come scoop me.
It's never gonna happen. It's like a jiu-jitsu guy trying to learn stand up at 31.
Yeah, it's just, you can't do it.
My buddy did that. He converted to Judaism to marry his wife. He was hardcore Lutheran all growing up.
Really?
Converted. Now he's hardcore Jewish. I don't know if he's Orthodox, but I know he lives in a community.
Damn.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they stay
That's such
close.
a weird one. You
Yeah.
gotta convert and like.
Yeah, it
Just to
seems
get
like a lot of
married.
hoops. Get Catholic. It's
I'm gonna be raised. My
couple Hail Marys and you're in.
my wife's Jewish, so we're gonna be.
Oh, really?
We're gonna be doing.
What are you
yeah,
gonna do? You gonna
half
convert?
and half, kind. I'm not converting. No, she's not like hardcore Jewish. She's Eastern European. Like she just moved here from Europe, so she's like,
Should come in a box.
yes,
Nice.
it was buy one get one free.
Wayfair.
Promo code garbage, everybody.
Do you still have a Patreon, or are you just like disabling it, or are you holding up?
No, it's disabled. It's
We're on the network.
Okay,
now.
let me ask you a question though. What
Sure.
if you had this podcast
Mhm.
sure
and you had another podcast, not on Gas
the
Digital?
Kippy and Foley show or something.
Yeah, let's just hear an individual person. Could you have your own Patreon for you as a performer?
I'm sure. Yeah.
We'd have
It's
to check
just-
our contract.
Yeah, it's just for the show. We just signed. Yeah, it's
We'd have to
just for
speak
the
to
show.
Mr. Gomez about
It's
that.
just for the show.
All right.
Hey, we love it. We're happy.
Yeah. I know.
Gas Digital all the way.
Dylan,
baby.
dump this and the Fitzsimmons shit.
By the way, I was joking about that.
I know.
Ah, what the fuck, man?
I didn't want to say I was
That's
joking
what he
in
does.
the middle of the clip, but like, yeah, if you're watching the whole thing, for sure, that's never happened. He loves his kids.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. He's like, yeah, I wrestle with my kids all the time. And I'm like, maybe it got a little too far.
Yeah.
Maybe he headbutted him or something, you know?
My God. All right, let's get into some fucking garbage questions here. We got the backstory.
Ari's currently smoking.
Smoking doobies in the studio? What the fuck?
Shut up, Ralph will hear you.
Ralph
Trouble.
left, I think.
What? Oh, great. We're good.
I mean, honestly, the only person that can tell you no is Dylan, and I don't.
I know, dude. I have like this weird
He's
level
the
of
king of the
seniority
castle.
here at
I don't
Gas
know what to
Digital.
do either.
I honestly think Ari could tell me no. At this point, I think Ari could actually say no to me.
Smoking weed in someone else's studio?
That's
Garbage.
pretty trashy.
Literally,
yeah.
what are you gonna do? Even if I wasn't like a valued member of the Gas family, what would you do if I was just some new guy? Would you drag me out of here? Like, what would be the? I worked the door at the Comedy Store. But
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything.
If I said you got to leave and somebody goes no, I'd be like, you called my bluff.
I played my only hand I got.
I mean, if I walked in there and said, "Hey, you have to leave right now," you would just keep smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna physically remove them.
Yeah. I'll be like, well, I'll fucking call the cops. This joint will be out by then.
Call the authorities. I know
Yeah.
my rights.
I'm Jewish.
I don't play by your laws.
I'm Jewish. I can do whatever I want. I asked that once at a TSA. They were like, the line was forever. And I just went up to the lady and I was like, where's the Jewish line? She was like, what? I'm like, no, there's one around here. Where is it?
There's got to be a shorter one.
You know, with the snacks
Yeah.
and shit
Where's
like
the
that.
chosen line? Damn.
That's pretty good. All right, smoking weed in the studio.
This guy does. See, this is kind of my theory on you a little bit.
Yeah.
And it actually lines up very much with Zach. Zach grew up fucking like wasn't allowed to do it. Was like as strict household as you. Like crazy strict. They took the doors off the apartment and off the bedrooms and shit. Like
What do you mean?
Like there was no doors in the house.
Because he was religious?
No religious, just fucking wacko parents.
Mom was psycho.
Psycho. Like
No doors. Couldn't jerk off.
couldn't eat, had to eat over the sink, like just wild shit. So I think the strictness, and then when you turn 20, 21, whatever, and you're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, it's fucking balls to the wall, doing whatever, the smoking
That's
weed,
very
whatever.
possible. Make up
Did
for
you
lost
go-
time.
Did
Yeah.
you go crazy? Not crazy, but did you
Not right
live
away,
it
but
up?
since then, it was like, yeah, for sure. Like, made up for long time, virgin till 23, and then like a fucking whore from 26 until like, I mean, pretty much now.
Did you not smoke weed or anything
No,
before
you
that?
can't.
William Saroyan says in the Human Comedy, says,
Well,
like,
there is-
anyone who has religion forced on them will never accept it and goes further the other way.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think is, because you're like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, though. You can't tell me what to do. Not even don't tell me what to do. It's like I challenge you to tell me to stop smoking weed right now.
Yeah, I have a problem that way.
Yeah.
It's a
He
little
just
much.
quoted a writer. That's pretty classic.
You're an educated man, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college? You went to
University of Maryland.
University of
Not great,
Maryland.
but-
Ah.
Is it
transferred.
what is it? The Terps?
yeah, I transferred from YU to over there to like state school because I was like, I don't know.
Is this before yeshiva or after?
After yeshiva, so after seminary, which I also called yeshiva, then you go to YU for a year, Yeshiva University. 21.
That was here.
That was
here,
upstate.
yeah.
Up-
and then it was like, oh, this is,
uptown.
I don't want to do this. And it was like, why pay for a college where it's like 4 hours of religious studies a day when
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
believe in it.
Of
So I
course.
just transferred to in-state
Nice.
at Maryland.
That's a
the
smart move.
next year, yeah.
State school. Save
so
a
you
couple
went
of
from-
bucks.
You went from that to fucking the university. You must have been going fucking crazy.
No, because it was a little bit like what my going crazy was like your guys'
tame kind of like, oh, we're gonna get a beer,
Yeah,
some
exactly.
semen, hang
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna get a beer.
exactly.
Yeah.
2 drinks.
Yeah,
Whoa.
whoa, we're fucking crazy.
Yeah,
over
somebody
here.
gives you a cigarette and you're like, I did it. You know?
Yeah. That's what we were doing when I was like 11. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was like stealing my friend's dad's weed and shit.
That's tough to see Ari as like a nerd like that.
Yeah.
I
You
know,
what
because
mean?
he's so fucking. He went so far left.
I thought of this recently, like when I got to the Comedy Store, when I got to LA to start doing comedy, I didn't realize. So like recently, I was 4 years removed from super religious Orthodox Judaism, and then coming with those like Joey Diaz, like cokehead degenerates,
It's crazy.
you know, thieves and fucking
Yeah.
vagabonds, and it's just like, yeah, I couldn't know what the fuck that was, and then they got me even like worse.
Sure. Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking complex, man.
Yeah.
A very special episode.
I'd like to know what the trash or class is in terms of like, is it just like dress or is it like, do you stand up for your friends and shit? You know?
Well, it goes. It's all. We're
more lighthearted than that.
connoisseurs of garbage,
Right,
right? So
okay.
like. Wait, your answer, we don't have to, it's just in us. We don't have to be like, oh, what do you think? We both just react the same way for some reason about garbage. We have like a very good, we're dialed in on it. So it's like, it's also like kind of like brands of shit you buy, where you try to save money, where you spend money,
Okay.
like that kind of shit, as
Okay.
well as like your upbringing. But your upbringing, so it's mainly, we're going to be judging you, I guess, from like 20 on, kind of.
Okay, yeah, where you are now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you got a young Hitler was a nice kid.
Good painter.
Yeah. It's cute
I mean,
eyes.
better
too.
than us, to be honest. People say it wasn't great, but better than any of us.
Let's get into it a little bit.
Okay.
First question. All right. Even though it was a Jewish community, which
Mhm.
we say possibly cannot be garbage.
I just don't think it's too strict to be garbage.
What was the name of the street you grew up on?
Early on was Pebble Street.
It's not too bad.
That's a
Street?
Pebble Street. That's how you decide what garbage is.
No, we just get a feel for
okay,
it.
okay, yeah,
We're
Pebble
getting our
Street.
feet in the water.
Yeah. Pebble
Figuring
Street.
you out a little
I
bit.
know,
Pebble Street.
But if you live on fucking Steve's Turnpike, that's
yeah.
a good sign.
If you
you're
live on
fucking
like a
trapped.
bypass, like we just had Potter on. He was on like South Union.
Lived
like,
on a throughway.
yeah, he lived like next to the toll booth.
I'll tell you, I didn't know apartments were a thing until I saw it in a sitcom
Class.
when I was like
That's
15.
class.
Didn't know apartments were a thing.
I didn't
Was your
even know that was a
television and all
possibility.
that stuff limited as far as what you could watch and what you were exposed to in the outside
Basic.
world?
We only have basic television, no cable for a while. No. If we were at a friend's house, we could watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're like, oh, what? I thought they were just rooms until like slowly became like, oh, they live. That's a whole living situation. There's no upstairs.
Where's the
Because
basement?
also apartments like different strokes. That makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have a garage?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you have a refrigerator in the garage?
Yeah, 2 actually. One of my last garages. A dairy and a meat garage.
Oh, that's
fridge.
really they have to be separated.
Nah, but we just made it that way.
But still, two.
Four
Is there any
four
beers
fridges
in there?
in my last one. Mm-hmm.
Capri Suns?
They you probably-
Ice Pops?
That was all.
That's all religious. You can't be doing that.
Honestly, the garage fridges, that was just like when we got really good deals on like frozen foods.
Overflow shit, yeah.
So that would all fill
That's
up
exactly
there.
what it is. But 2 garage fridges. That's a fucking AYG first, dude.
Really?
2?
Two
What did
garage
you-
That's
fridges.
class.
And a laundry room fridge.
What?
Yeah.
Get, the-
You had 4
a laundry room
fridges?
freezer. Laundry room freezer.
get this guy
Giant
another joint, huh? Get him a bubbler or something.
Saying it out loud, it does seem strange.
That's fucking class.
Yeah,
you got
that's real
multiple
fucking
fridges.
class.
It's
Yeah,
class.
that'll probably be the best fridge game growing up. that
Did
you
your
guys-
folks have a little bit of cash? You have a little cash growing up?
Okay, middle class. I think it was more a function of my dad's a survivor, so he's like, I'm not gonna throw away a fucking fridge. It still works. Pretty good.
That's the garbage mentality. Is
Yeah.
that's so nobody goes
Immigrant.
out and buys a new fridge. The garbage mentality in you goes, well, this is a refrigerator. I can't throw out a fridge, so
Yeah.
you just stick it in the basement or
Just
the
keep
garage.
it somehow,
Of
use it
course.
somehow. Yeah, except the fact when you think like no one else needs a second or third or fourth fridge.
Yeah, of
you'll
course.
do without it.
Of course, yeah. It's garbage mentality, but it is also like clean living at the end of the day. You got multiple fridges,
Yeah.
checking them out.
Have you guys ever gone to shopping and then taken the stuff when you're like, you have, get ice cream or whatever, get some frozen stuff, and try to fill up the freezer here in New York? There's not much space, and
Yeah.
realize like, oh, we got to eat some freezer food tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's like there's not enough room. let's make some room.
Or even the trashier thing is just to unbox it and put it back in. You know what I mean? Like take the Texas toast out of the box to like crumple up the bags. You know what I mean?
That's a good move.
Yeah. Buddy, we're trash through
That's
and through.
freezer burn city.
Oh, dude. Yeah, freezer burn food's the fucking worst.
All right, Pebble Street,
All right,
single family home.
I got another basic. What'd you get on your SATs?
Ooh,
What'd you get? I got
1140.
1250.
Ooh,
Damn.
This guy, I don't know. This guy.
Hold on, how old are you?
I didn't take the 2400. I'm 33.
That was the new SATs.
What are the new SATs?
But now I think they have a new SATs. The new SATs were same thing to do with women's fashion, but the new SATs were the scores weren't high enough. So across America. So they just changed it to make it a bit easier. So if you got like a 1200, that would be like the equivalent of getting a 1300 before. So now 1200 just means more. So everyone just do better.
Yeah, no, I
Sorry,
took the same
1200
ones.
means
I took the same. I
I
mean,
think they changed like 5 years after me. I think you might have taken the new ones. So
I've
your
never even heard of
1150
it.
would be a 1050 to me and my.
yeah.
did
So
they-
you're a fucking idiot. It's at a 2600.
No, it
it's
was still
not.
at a,
It was at a 1600.
1600 still.
This is the first I'm here. They changed them after me,
After
and
you
then
again.
changed them again. So
Oh,
they changed them
really?
twice. I think they went to 2400 and then changed them again. So I think
For a while, they were saying the questions were racist.
Who
Because
was?
SAT questions were racist.
Juan's washing his clothes down at the river. Or
Yeah, they
something.
like didn't use words like that or something like that. So people are like, I don't know, black kids don't know how to like. Well, who's Adam? What does that mean? I guess.
Is that the cop or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Funny, that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, 1250 old SATs. You would have seen it as a 1350.
We're gonna have to look into that.
1250.
That's pretty good.
Quoting authors.
3 fucking fridges, an
fridges.
extra
Yeah.
freezer,
And do you know
1250.
Kaplan's like study program?
Yeah,
I never took that.
yeah. I don't,
So that's a 1250. That's a real 1250.
that's a raw 1250. That's,
No juice. Did
Yeah.
it natural.
did you take once or multiple times?
Just once.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets growing up?
No.
No pets at all.
I think it was young. We had like till like first or second grade. We had a dog for a little, like vague memory of a dog, but real
Okay.
young.
Okay.
You know what I got him? I took a practice LSAT
But that's on a weird scale. Don't you get like a 6 or something on that? Aren't they weird?
out of 7. What's the scale of LSAT? Is that a 750?
I don't have no idea.
What is the LSAT? Does that have to be a lawyer?
My
or a
mom's
doctor?
be a lawyer,
my
yeah.
mom's lucky I took the SATs to be. I was going to stop at the PSAT.
So you were going to be a lawyer too?
No, my friend was, and he was practicing all the time for the bar, and not the bar, just to get in for the LSATs, like nonstop doing the Kaplan shit, and then I beat him on a practice test.
Dylan's
Says
got the answer.
average score is like 150, so 120 to 180. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I got a 170.
Yeah, I got a 300.
172. It was a 172 on a practice test.
He could have won it. Yeah, Dylan, what's the highest? Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
Turns into Judah.
Yeah,
Oh, is it 170? 170.
yeah, that's what I got. A couple more than that.
All right.
We got to crack this guy. We got to get him.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Have you ever been at the gas station and used the squeegee to clean anything but your windshield?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh.
Wiping the gas off the tank? That's fucking
Or doing your
trash.
wheels or something? That's trash, Ari.
Shaving with it.
One of my first bits when I was like 2 years into comedy, that was a bit. You're poor when you wash your entire car with the gas.
Yeah. Dude, I caught my wife was like, yeah, why don't you just get the door? I'm like, I can't fucking do that. I'm like, I just can't.
You're like, well, I have time. It's still filling up, even though you know it stopped.
Yeah, you can only put $6 in, you know. There's
I
no-
fucking do the inside. I take a couple paper towels too. I'll tell you
Go
that.
the inside. Yeah, why not?
Oh, it's trash.
Also, it's
dude.
fun to use it.
It is fun. You feel like a man when it's like a thing you saw people
Pull
doing
the
growing
wipers
up.
up?
Yeah.
But also, you're not going to get a car wash. That's out of the picture. And you see it once you go once in the door, and it really cleans the difference. You know, it's like the Desinex, and you're like, oh, I'm of course do the whole thing.
That
Looks
is
good.
trash behavior, though.
Real quick, gang. Let's take a second and talk about today's sponsor, Real Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Real Paper is here to make sure that you never run out of toilet paper ever again. No more emergency trips to the store. No more random napkins.
Gross.
Very gross. Even during the pandemic, Real has made sure that their subscribers have toilet paper. They make incredible soft 3-ply toilet paper delivered straight to your door. Not only is Real super soft and durable, but it's also made entirely out of sustainable bamboo, and I love that.
Not
Even Real's packaging is great.
Shabby.
It's great for the environment. And since they don't use plastic, that's a pretty good thing. With Real, you can pick and choose when you get your shipment, so you'll never run out of toilet paper again.
Nope, not even once. And the best part about Real, for every roll of toilet paper you buy, Real helps people in need to get access to clean toilets. And buddy, that's clean living right there.
That's awesome.
2.4 billion around the world don't have access to a safe toilet, and Real wants to bring that number down to 0 because they're good peeps. And you can help. If you're a good peep, you can help just by wiping your butt with real paper.
Easy.
You clean your butt, they take care of the rest. You know what I mean? So go to realpaper.com. That's REELPAPER.com. And if you use the code GARBAGE, that's garbage, you'll get 10% off a single purchase of your subscription order. Plus free shipping in the U.S. of A, baby. That's realpaper.com. Use the promo code GARBAGE and do some good for the world by wiping your butt. All right, let's get back to the show.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got him. We got to stay in this wheelhouse.
We're going to stay in the wheelhouse. Okay.
That
So,
wasn't since. All right.
You go.
It's been he's qualifying it.
Have you ever gotten cash back while making a purchase?
Ever? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Is it a habit?
no, twice
Okay.
ever. I think once to see if it would work, like 2 years ago. I'm like, is this really a thing?
I always don't believe it either.
That's a class
And then once
thing.
I'm like, oh, I got to give somebody some cash for something. So I was like, hey, can you give me $20 back off this?
All right.
Pretty good. That's
a sign of trash. Maybe you're right.
well, like Lewis does it every time he makes. That's the only way he gets cash.
What? No.
Yeah.
What about spot pay? Oh, Lewis.
This guy's taking shots at everybody.
I know.
I have
Jesus
tons of
Christ.
cash from spot pay all the time. No one in New York would take.
Let me ask you this: you want take a shower?
I have, yeah,
Do
for
you?
sure.
All right, that's good.
I like that question.
All right.
Next question.
Take 3 days. 3 days. Take
And the
3
show
days.
makes you feel like you're under attack sometimes, like by Congress. You're
Sure,
like, "Whoa, what are you-"
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh wait, this is fine.
Do you wash your hair first or last?
Wash my hair first? Yeah.
It's good.
This guy checks out, man. This guy's tough. This guy's tough.
Okay.
To crack.
I got one.
He's got the pace slow. We're all discombobulated.
No, he's got me contact. I don't know what's going on. This guy came in and gassed us.
What do you guys do? Are these the same questions to different people? Or you do
They're different for
questions?
everybody.
Yeah,
Sometimes
different
they
for
over
everybody.
but I mean, it's out of a pool of like 1,000 questions.
Do
or something.
fans like write in questions?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
insane. They're
Guys,
in the
go to patreon.com/rutrash. What's AYG?
Are you garbage?
Oh, garbage. That's right.
This guy's
That's
all
trash.
hopped up on his
Yeah,
drugs.
he's all hopped up on doobies. Smokes doobies.
When you go to a restaurant, like a nicer restaurant,
Yeah.
will you order the specials?
Sometimes.
That's classy. I don't even listen to them.
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
big specials
dude,
guy.
we're such blue collar trash that it's like
So we're not
that's a
even doing that.
ripoff. Don't
Yeah.
even keep your head down. Don't make eye contact and keep it moving.
It's
problem is
all
also-
hamburger.
They don't tell you the price when the specials.
the
So then
thing.
you got to remember the price. You want to compare. Like, well, that's a little better, but not for 33 versus 21.
Yeah, exactly. So like when you get the bill, like
You'll
I'm
be
sure my
shocked.
mom did it, and my dad got the bill, and it was like fucking, $42 for the lobster bisque or
Yeah.
something, and she caught a fucking.
And they say that some restaurants don't have the prices at all on the
At all.
menu.
that's bougie.
And they
as shit.
say that's classy, but I think that's a fucking piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. Also, they do that with like beers are like 5, 6, and then with mixed drinks, they just don't list them.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
I know. I think because it fluctuates so much. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, today they're 11, tomorrow they're 9.
Yeah. Hey, my dad was dating my mom. He said that at nice restaurants, they would have the price only on the men's menu and not on the women's.
At Jewish restaurants or just in
No.
general?
Wait,
General.
there's different gendered menus?
Yeah, because it was so classy. They weren't religious for a little while, like when they met, I guess. So they would go like regular restaurants.
Wow.
But like, yeah, because the woman shouldn't
The
see
woman,
it.
yeah.
Shouldn't date,
What the
Whoa,
fuck?
that's pretty good. Let's go back to that.
right?
All right?
Women, I'm sure there's 7 listeners you have that are women would be like, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
What's your
The women
breakdown?
that listen to this for sure wouldn't mind
Like,
that.
for sure.
For
I'll take it.
sure. Yeah.
My mom's still going to pay, though, right?
Yeah. It doesn't. My wife's only getting the chicken fingers. That's all we can afford.
Let's see here.
Okay, Joey Diaz says specials, that's food that's about to go bad. They're trying to get rid
That's
of it.
also true. They gotta get it. They gotta get it moving.
Do you think that's true? Or that it's like, no, the chef is trying something. If it works out and it's good, we're going to put it on the menu.
It depends where it is. Probably at a diner, they gotta get it. They gotta fucking get rid of it.
Right.
Right. If you go to like a nice place, it was bought with a chef, like a proper chef. It was bought that day. They're trying to, you know.
Right. Try something.
Yeah.
I worked at a nice restaurant. It's 100% true.
Yeah.
100% what?
They're
It's
throwing the
100%
shit out.
true. The idea is especially even a nice restaurant, they'll overbuy. So let's say they buy like a lot of
Of course.
steak.
Yeah.
Like even like our family meal, like the staff meal,
Yeah.
was always stuff that was overbought, overgot. So whatever that special is, they bought too much of that week.
Yeah.
What if it's like a fish that's not even on the menu?
It's still frozen.
Oh, right. So they got to get rid of it.
No, nice places.
No,
do
I'm
that.
saying like they don't overbuy that, do they?
Well, yeah, but sometimes,
Maybe.
sometimes a chef will just buy things because like they're also curating meals.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's happened. Once again, a nice restaurant will like change the menu often.
Yeah, okay. But is the food, let me ask you a further question. Is that meat bad already? Or they're like, hey, dude, we got like 2 days left.
We have too much
yeah,
of
we're
this.
not
We got-
serving bad
it's not.
meat.
No, it's not
We have a
necessarily that
surplus.
it's bad, but sometimes it is definitely the idea of a special
Yeah,
is that restaurant is to not lose money or lose product
on the
So, like,
product. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So like I think the idea of a special to me at least is like it may not taste as good as you think because they're just throwing shit together.
But also, like, when a girl, when she's like, hey, the broccoli is going to go bad, so let me make some food tonight. It's not
Sure.
just like
Same
the
thing.
shitty broccoli. It's like maybe she's like, I have a new recipe I want
They
to
got to
try.
make
So,
room
like,
in the
let's do it.
freezer.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
I can't decide.
Got me thinking about staff meal at work. Did you ever wait tables or anything?
What
What were your jobs?
comedy store
Yeah.
for a long time, and then just like a bunch of temping. So like, I delivered. I mean, summer jobs, but like
Okay.
jobs. I worked at the health network as an assistant for a while.
Assistant for like a
The president and the vice president just got him coffee and shit.
Damn.
Ugh, I hated it.
Still.
that's white collar shit.
That's-
Now,
I
you're not
hated
fucking. You're not
Yeah.
out there with a
Data
shovel.
entry.
Yeah, you're
also.
not roofing in the fucking summer.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no! I worked at Arlington National Cemetery one year.
You worked where?
Arlington National Cemetery.
Really?
Yeah, that was my like white blue collarist job. I mean,
Damn.
Digging graves?
no, laying pipe.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
We take these giant pipes and you pick them up, put them end to end. You fucking stick mail the
For like the sprinklers or like the
yeah, but you
irrigation.
could just lie in the graves and shit. That was fun. When it was too hot, the graves would be real cool. The open graves, they'd have openly dick graves.
Dude,
yeah.
you are a
so you just go
fucking
in there,
weirdo.
you and your friends, and
Holy
just chill out in the
shit.
shade.
That's fucking.
That's trash.
That's trash. You're playing. If yeah.
Man. See, he's right there on the line, and then all of a
16.
sudden.
Can't get a read on this guy.
Yeah.
All right, you're up, big man.
Have you ever been to Colonial Williamsburg?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a trashy vacation.
Busch Gardens?
I think so. Yeah. yeah.
Did you guys ever go to a wax museum?
I have been to one before. Not
Okay.
us as
Well,
a family,
well,
but I
well.
have been. The one in Hollywood.
That's,
Madame Tussauds?
Madame Tussauds, yeah.
yeah.
Ah, the tide's
That's a
turning
that's a
here.
shitty.
Shitty, yeah.
That's a shitty.
I've been to a Ren Fair too, but I don't go every year.
Would you guys go to Colonial Williamsburg and Busch Gardens as like a whole squad?
That
Like,
was
I
a
assume you-
family one time to Colonial Williamsburg.
with the cousins and everything?
Nah, just us. And I think I feel like it was an upscale trip at the time. You gotta understand,
That's
shit,
trash,
shit
dude.
is different now than it was then.
I'll give you that a little bit.
The fucking Busch Gardens was trash back in the 80s,
Yeah.
and it's still trash today.
Yeah,
The
well-
Wicked Wolf or whatever the fuck that
Yeah,
ride's called.
yeah.
Take a fucking hike with that. I'll be at Thorny Park in the fucking lazy river.
Yeah, good point. Maybe Colonial Williamsburg was actually always trash.
I guarantee
Why are
you,
doing it?
yeah.
I just didn't think of it that way. I was
Yeah,
like, cool. It's the
exactly.
Going on
past.
vacation and watch somebody churn butter?
Yeah,
What the
right?
fuck?
Come on, dude. That's worse than Amish country because they're faking it. At least the Amish country, you're watching them do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
some
it's
out-of-work
educational. Like,
actor.
no, that's what they told you in the brochure, you idiots.
Yeah. Some fake blacksmith hitting a hammer on a sword or something.
See, I knew we were going to get
All right, we're getting them. We're getting them. Let's see. Have you ever? I got one.
Go
Have
ahead.
you ever asked the bartender what the cheapest beer is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now you don't strike me as somebody that's cheap.
I've
at all.
looked for the cheapest beer on a board.
Sure, that's
But
different.
saying
But
it
if
out
you're
loud.
like, hey,
What if
how
you
much
don't
is a
care
Bud
at all?
Light or something?
Yeah, Dan Natterman just asks.
Oh,
He doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't like go in and like think about it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's
it's tough.
That dude asking a bartender, they immediately, that's the first and last beer you're getting because they
yeah.
know they're not getting a good tip out of it.
You know what, Brody, Tommy? Just go to the bar, fucking drop a 10 or a 20 right there. Be like, I'll figure out what I want in a second. But that's for you, and just yeah,
That's a classy.
yeah,
fucking
and they
move.
always get over poured, always get served first.
Yeah, that's good. I go like if I'm going out with like a group of like if we're like walking to a bar, I always hit them heavy the first time.
Heck, of course.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like,
Smart.
you know,
That's smart.
and then they'll like they at least I'm definitely not leaving them a 20 or something, but like they know me. They know
Yeah.
there's water in the well, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The 10 and 20 is if you know you're going to be there for like a few hours.
sure. But then I also too as I get like lower, like, it's like 3 o'clock in the
Yeah, you're
morning.
like,
I got
hey,
like
there's zero tip on that.
yeah, I'm like, dude, come on. I've been wetting your beak all night,
Split the
Daddy.
first one in half.
Hey man, can you loan me a 5?
Yeah. Fucking cut that first 20. They have 2 10s.
With his buybacks.
Do you own a metal detector?
I do not own a metal detector. No.
A police scanner?
No.
Have you ever used a T-shirt gun?
I have not. No. I would like to.
Sure,
Okay.
who wouldn't?
Yeah. Be
That
fun.
shows garbage tendencies right there.
Have you ever tried to learn or did you know at any point the devil sticks?
I knew them a little bit. Yeah, I do. I know them a little bit.
That is a trash. That is a trashy kid.
I didn't get
you
great, but
juggle?
I could do spin, 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 spin. I could do up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could do
that
whip
one.
around, then whip
Yeah,
around,
I was a
pass.
big devil stick kid.
Ah, you're a fucking loser.
I know, man. That kid. Nobody wanted to hang out with that kid.
That's why you didn't need them. You're busy. It's a fucking one-man sport.
No, that's a
Boom,
chicken
boom,
or the
boom,
egg thing. They
boom,
stopped hanging out
boom,
with you
boom,
when
Would you
boom,
juggle?
Boom, boom. What?
Would you juggle?
Fucking Cannon dye his hair pink.
Again, it was blue 2 days ago.
What? What's he doing?
Oh, midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Did you juggle?
Did I?
Can you?
Yeah, I could juggle. I could juggle 3. What can
Have
I
you ever
juggle?
juggled in public?
Oh yeah, sure, dude. Let it out.
Do you
That's
keep
trash.
Do you keep your batteries in the refrigerator? Oh, he's juggling. Wow, that's a lighter, a paper clip, and keys.
That was pretty good.
There's all
Damn.
very separate weights.
He's like a big Jewish onion. This guy. He's got a lot of fucking layers to him.
I had it for a minute.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm not bad. I took that Klutz book of juggling. Remember that?
No, he's pretty good. That's a
He
couple.
stinks. What are you talking about? You just fucking
Those are 2 awful ones. I need lightweight.
I know,
Throwing them
dude, he's
all
throw-
up and catching 2.
No.
There we go.
Oh, that's it. You got to get in the rhythm. Once you hit that first rhythm, you can keep it
Yeah,
rolling.
it helps if they're all the same size or weight.
That's an
Um,
old George Burns bit. I'm not buying
That's
it.
pretty good.
And it's not the fact that you can juggle, but it's fucking garbage. If I walked through a park and looked over and saw you with the fucking devil sticks,
Oh
That's-
yeah,
dude, the devil sticks. That's tough to
Dude.
come back
I
from.
got him. Oh, yeah, it was good.
Do you keep your batteries in the refrigerator?
Never.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, that's a garbage thing.
That's real trash shit.
Because does that even like work?
I
It's not a
don't,
fucking banana.
I don't know. Norman says no. He still does it though.
do you have a drawer with like ketchup packets and all
Yes,
that?
always.
There's ketchup
Almost every-
packets at your apartment now in New York City.
Probably like upscalier, whatever accoutrements, but like should I have in bottles?
Okay.
I don't need it, whatever it is.
But it like came with delivery or something.
yeah, and then you're like, let's not waste it. I don't know. Who knows?
Sure.
Who knows when you'll need some ketchup packets?
Sure,
Have you
sure.
ever cooked with leftovers, with like leftover takeout, like combined 2 dishes?
Absolutely, yes. Because I was poor for a long time.
It's true. I get it, but
How did you
Because you're
guys
poor
get by
doesn't
in New
mean you
York?
got to be garbage.
Hey, how did beginning comics get by in New York City?
work. You got to work.
Day jobs, everybody.
Yeah. For years, you have to.
But even that, like, what kind of day jobs could you have at 22 that could fucking pay, or 25 or whatever, that could even like pay your rent here?
Well,
It's
a lot
so
of 'em-
expensive here.
A lot of them, yeah. I mean, well, you're all, like a lot of them are also just living in a room for like $600, like on the
Way
you know,
out in-
it's like way up either uptown or fucking deep
Yeah.
in Brooklyn and shit.
Oh,
Like
well, 600 you could swing.
you can swing like, but like yeah, you don't start getting paid in New York, and then even when you
No,
do, it's,
earlier than LA, you get paid here,
Mm,
but the costs were so much lower there.
yeah. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough for the first like fucking 5 years.
Yeah. No,
Um,
comics don't make money in LA for 5 years.
No.
No, it takes a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
There's
like
no gigs.
even the ones that get on, it takes 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here, it's like that's the guy who's out doing like fucking
Yeah.
6 mics a night.
Damn.
All right. Have you ever cooked eggs in the microwave?
Yes.
Ugh, Ari,
See?
come on. Recently,
Fucking trash.
No, not recently, but
like, what do you put it on a paper? What do you put it in Tupperware or something?
well, one at Target they had a egg poacher, microwave egg poacher.
Oh, That's
It-
trash.
It
That,
was
you're trying
great.
to
My
poach.
mom has
You're
that.
trying to poach eggs in the fucking microwave.
It's great. It works exact. You cover it, and also, yeah.
No, dude,
There was also
no.
they
There's no
didn't use
coming back
much
from that.
a bacon thing in the microwave.
I've heard that's good, but bacon,
Nah.
Bacon's great in the microwave.
I disagree.
And that is
Disagree
not
completely.
garbage.
Disagree.
You're buying a fucking egg poacher at Target.
That's trash, dude.
Come on.
Yeah, it made poached eggs. What are you
got
going to make poached
12.50 on
eggs?
your SATs,
But that's the
for
thing. The
God's
garbage.
sake.
Just make the poached eggs.
I don't know how to make poached eggs.
You don't do it in the microwave. I'll tell you that much.
You boil some water, you turn it off, you put a little bit of vinegar, then you spin it around, and you drop the egg in there.
Where'd you grow up? The fucking the palace in England? Vinegar. You had it? Shut up.
Oh shit.
Have you ever played on a softball team?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the after work softball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real garbage.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, unless it's like a beer where it's just like a fun, like, it depends. I feel like they can go either way, but I'm also
My
trash,
dad did
so-
one for a long
Comedy
time.
store and a softball team.
It was
That's
great.
a little different. That's a community based thing.
Yeah, you guys, some of these questions are about a guy who no longer exists.
What do you mean?
I mean, a fucking dead Ari who's not here anymore. An old version. You're judging them. Things are wildly
But you're
different.
still you, baby. That got you
you're
here.
saying
That's
you-
in you. That's
I'm saying,
don't
if
do
you're
any
talking
of
about
this
background,
anymore.
that's one thing. But if you're like judging me on like doing that now, I mean, I don't know. Make your own decision.
You just juggled.
You just juggled.
True.
You use the devil sticks. You wash your car with the squeegee. But you do got 9 refrigerators at the house.
Do you have a car right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
What was your last car?
When I left LA, I got rid of it.
What was it?
Honda Civic.
Okay.
Lease
Respectable.
to purchase.
Ooh.
Lease the
Isn't that trashy though? I think that's trash. Rent to buy. That's that kind of thing. That's for the guy who just can't lease or buy a car.
I
The
leased it
lease
for 3 years. Then I was like, I'll take it.
Okay.
Have you
don't
ever
know.
been a member of a studio audience?
I have.
What
Yeah.
was it?
Like when you were
Kimmel, we go to Kimmel all the time. Our friend Don Barris did the warm up, so we went all out.
that's
that
respectable.
doesn't count yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we went and saw Yam when she was on the whatever the fuck that was. The View or not The View. The
Okay.
Meredith Vieira show.
Yeah.
We all went, like me, Monroe, and
Really?
Derek. We all
Yeah,
went.
sure. That's
It's fun.
cool.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
overly cheer for her and stuff?
Yeah, and then but like the comic who was doing warm up brought us down, and like we just like ended up playing the improv games and shit with them.
Really?
It was like fun. Yeah, yeah, it
That's
was
true.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That is fun. No, it's fun
was
to
a
be
good
there, especially
time.
when you know somebody
We
there.
got to meet Lance Bass too.
Really?
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I went
Tight
to
little
the
body
other
on
show.
him.
Good looking guy.
It's fun when you get out of towners who are normcore people, take them to a studio audience, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, that's the trash. If your mind is blown, but like we went in, we're like, oh, we need this is fun, kitschy type thing. But people go there and they're like, I get the free radio today. Oh my god!
How about the people who stand out in front of the Today Show and look in the window?
just to be like,
Is that fucking nuts?
You came all the way to fucking New York
with
City.
matching fucking T-shirts that say fucking Bill's birthday or
Or
something.
like, hi,
stupid?
mom.
dude, I
Yeah.
went to SNL and Che took me around, like, did me a little tour
Yeah.
afterwards. And I was like, oh, is that the door you come in? And there's nothing behind it. It's just like a wall. It's like a fake door. And I was like, can I come in through it? He goes, I won't because I think it's bad luck. I think it's a jinx that you'll never be the one hosting if you come out.
Wow.
And I was like, oh. And then I was like, but can I do it? He goes, but it's a jinx. I'm like, dude, it's not
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
on my fucking
I can see that.
I'm
trajectory.
not-
So I'll go ahead and jinx it.
I can see that though. What do you got, Kip?
Okay. Have you ever used the chili cheese machine at a 7-Eleven?
Come on.
Yeah,
Who hasn't?
yeah.
That's
I don't know what they put in that chili. but
When you
it's
think
fucking
about it,
good.
people, a lot of garbage people.
yeah. Oh, dude, that's why this podcast is successful because everybody's fucking trash.
You know, garbage. It's a theory. I never made work on stage, so I'll say it here.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage. It's just the N word. Garbage people is the N word. That's
Dump 'em, dump 'em,
their,
dump 'em.
That's their garbage people. And then you have like whatever the Long Island trash is. Jews have the Hasidics.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
That's who you
everyone,
guys
every
consider?
group and every like geographical area has their own
has
garbage
garbage,
people.
of
We
course.
have like Long Island fucking, you know,
Trash.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
Jersey trash.
that's our version of like, that's not the East Village metropolitan people.
Sure, of course.
But who's New York's garbage people? It's that and there.
Yeah.
Or white trash is white people's
Mhm.
trash.
yeah.
Yeah.
Garbage comes in all
shapes and sizes,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
It really does. And you see people pull themselves from garbage, but it's also like generational. Like
Mhm.
you like I grew up like my family's garbage, so I'm garbage. So like my kids will be a little less garbage.
Yeah.
Like if I get because I'm learning and I'm
Yeah.
like, because like you hang out with different people and you're like, oh shit, you don't do that. You don't do, you know, it's like, all right, I got to stop fucking cleaning my car at the gas station.
right.
You know?
You grow up and you're like, oh, I didn't know that you shouldn't do it.
Well, then you also become shameful in it. Like if I ever caught my
100%.
kid washing his car at the gas station, I would fucking hit him. I'd be like, dude, we don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah. They're like, but Dad, you did it. I'm like, well, I don't anymore.
I did it,
And
so you don't
you're
have
not
to.
gonna start.
Yeah.
I yell at
We've
my
come a
nephew-
long way.
I yell at my nephew when he's picking his nose. Like, don't be doing that.
You still do it.
Meanwhile, I'm in there flicking his
Yeah, just
Deep
like-
dive.
you ever get caught in the car?
fucking knuckle deep.
What? All right, so you're picking your. Let's go into this. You're picking your nose in the car.
Yeah.
What do you do with it? You're by yourself.
I will occasionally eat. I eat more than I should.
What?
Yeah, I'm an eater.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Not as much as in New York, because you know it's dirty out here. But in general,
Wait.
yeah, I'm a booger eater. I'm not proud of it,
What?
but I will admit it.
Okay, he's got booger eater written all over his
Yeah,
face.
it's not the Hasids.
If
that
you
are
put
the
him in a
Jewish
lineup,
trash.
he's a booger eater for sure.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Oh, I'm eating them.
Holy shit. You're
yeah.
garbage.
I mean, for that, it's gross.
You're
I'm
hitting
gross.
us with this. That's a dead guy. It's an old guy. I'm not like that anymore. You're eating fucking boobs?
I understand it's problematic, and I have a disease. and it's part of my body, and if you shame me for it, it's body shaming.
All right, let's say
The
you,
wet ones too?
The white ones?
The wet ones.
The more the wet ones. The super dry ones. That's garnish.
That's panko breading. All right, so say you don't eat it. Let's live in a world where you don't eat it for some reason. You just had a big lunch, a big special or something.
In the car, driving or something?
You're in the car. What do you do with it?
In the car, I eat it. I'll collect. Make a bigger and bigger ball. Eventually, you get a ball that's big enough, and you find a car nearby you that makes you think worse about yourself.
Okay.
BMW, Mercedes, anything like that, and then that goes on that car. Wow. Just a nice flick out the window, and it'll stick.
The proper etiquette is pick and flick immediately.
Flick where? Out the window or in your car?
Oh, of course, out the window.
Of course.
I'll go under the seat, dude. Don't go under my seat. I'll tell you that. Looks like a bunch of isotopes.
On a cold winter day, you're gonna pick and then roll down the window.
No.
So come on, what are you doing,
dude? I got caught the other day at a light. I had one in my hand. And I didn't really. I had my hand out the window and I was rolling.
What are you doing, buddy?
And some dude was just looking at me rolling. I like. Try to like fake. I'm like, I brought it back in and just held it down in the seat. I got caught, dude. What do you want from me?
Dude, you eat boogers. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How often, all right, we talked about this briefly. If you're doing your nail, like if you're cutting or, you're trimming your nails, how often will you take out a nail clipper? Do you own a nail clipper?
I do.
Okay.
Got one in Barcelona.
Ooh, international.
Yeah. It says Sagrada Familia on it, one of the most beautiful temples in the world. I'll almost never use it. I just bite.
You're a biter.
Toenails, rip.
Wow.
Yeah, toenails. You gotta crack it down, and then you gotta open it like a bag of cheese.
But after the shower, they're way softer. You just gotta get started on the end, just like a little bit, get a little crease going, and then like nice and plump.
It feels good.
I got a bad toe.
You get it all the way out.
Yeah. I can feel it in my toes right now. I love it. And will you do that in front of people? Like, if you're your girlfriend or wife or I don't know.
I sometimes I'll lose sight of what I'm doing and I'll be picking at my toenail, just like, on the couch, just like starting it. And then I realize I'm like, I better stop.
What about the booger eating? Have you ever done that in front of anybody?
No, I don't do I have to gross them out on purpose, but not like, not casually. I know that's shitty. So you gotta, you gotta play it close to the vest a little bit at the same time. Exactly.
Yeah. You can't just be fucking broadcasting it.
You gotta have faults. You just know what they are.
You know what's real fucking trash that I want to fight the person every time I see it?
Yeah.
Go.
Is people cutting their toenails or fingernails on the subway.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
So you wouldn't do that? You wouldn't bite your nails?
No way. That's you saying I don't care about society.
Yes.
And I'm in my own bubble. That happens in New York only, not in London where it's also crowded, but it's only because we're all like, here we're animals and we're like, no one else exists.
Dude.
There's too many fucking people.
That is a savage move.
Savage.
A fucking that's I don't care.
Eating on the
I don't care about it's the
putting
most
on
selfish
makeup.
thing.
You should be embarrassed. But doing that, are you out of your mind? It's
crazy.
There are people here.
It's crazy. And dude, nobody will check that person. They just
No
do
way.
it.
You'd
It's
be
like kind
crazy
of
to tell
normal.
him.
I know.
If it was your friend, you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with
are you doing?
If it's not someone you know, you're gonna start a conversation with the person who's cutting his toenails on the subway.
Yeah, if he's willing to do that, he's got a knife
Dude,
on him or something.
I saw one guy doing it. It was faking. He was standing across from me. He was making my fucking blood boil, and like making my blood boil. And then he fucking stops, and I go, "All right, like I can calm down. I'm overreacting because I'm a bit of a fucking hothead. So I'm like, all right, just relax, And then he pulls out a file and starts I'm like, you're putting fucking fingernail dust in the air.
That's pretty classy, though. I'll give you that.
No, that's fucking trash.
That's the
dude.
classiest trash.
You're filing your nails.
Filing your nails. It's a pedicure. That's a manicure.
Just the movement of it's
Wow.
very classy. Very pontificating.
Excuse me, bald man.
Also, I see people eating like food that will collect stuff too much. A sandwich or Doritos, I'm like, all right, it's bad, but I
if
get
it's
it.
like wet or something.
Right, a wet food.
Gross.
No.
You have that out just
Eating
for particles?
spaghetti on the subway.
Yeah.
Animals. It's animalistic. Those fucking
Putting
subways.
like peppers on a sandwich and like, what are you
dude,
doing?
if you're like, it's like once I'm in the subway, I'm like, my hands don't go near my face. I'm like, it's, and then, well, you got people like fucking trying
opening up
anything.
a pizza and like eating it, like eat it upstairs.
Yes,
and then
why you're
wait.
underground with a bunch of dirt balls? Why are you? There's a guy fucking filing his nails and you're eating pizza.
I'm pretty trashy. I'm pretty gross. I'll buy churros down in the subway. I'll eat
down there.
That's like you're on a little vacation.
I'll
That
eat
makes
them on the
sense.
platform. But what really grosses me out, and I don't get, is the people that sell the mangoes in the Ziploc bags. Because a mango, like you got to take the whole, like it's the fruit. You got to take all the skin off. How are you touching that and negotiating that into the bag?
Yeah. Oh no.
And people fucking eat that.
Yeah, for sure,
You
dude.
got to cut it and slice it into little cubes.
Yeah.
Toothpick.
You can't cut a mango without getting mango all over you.
Dude, the
fucking trash.
The fingernails thing killed me.
Have you ever been to a monster truck show?
No.
I have.
I
It was
would.
so much fun.
Is
A
it?
lot of hot fucking chicks.
No.
Dude, I swear to God, me and my buddies were sitting around and it was on the TV. They were like, Sunday. We were hungover and it was fucking Sunday. We're like, let's fucking go, dude. And we went down and dude, the amount of hot chicks was insane.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Wait.
Yes.
Legit
Trashy
hot
ones,
or
too.
you could get hot?
Like shocked that they were there. Like they weren't fucking 10s. They're not LA 10s or whatever, but
Yeah.
like hot
Where you're like,
chicks.
wow.
Well, you're like, what the fuck is she doing here? Yeah. It brings out weird
like
fucking
Kid
people.
Rock groupie kind of
Kind of like little, like, you know, like they're
That's hot, though.
t-shirt torn down.
yeah, you know, like the
Couple
booty
of
shorts.
tattoos.
Yeah.
April Macy. When April Macy started comedy, that's
Dental
when she was.
hygienist
You're
school
like, damn.
didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
Probably some issues with her dad or her uncle.
Oh man.
Some highlights in the hair. Smells like smoke and perfume. Maybe a little gum. Love that. Sexy.
A little bit of stubble around the mouth. What was
Picture those girls with short and going like this with their gum.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah, trash. When was the last time you had Mountain Dew?
Not this year. Last
Okay.
year.
Do you
Had to
drink
be
soda?
sometime. What? Nah, occasionally. Generally not. Nah.
And you eat pretty good too,
I
right?
eat one. I try to eat one healthy meal 4 or 5 days a week, and then like the rest, just whatever I want. Just shovel shit in my mouth.
Yeah, you got
Really?
a tight body on you. That's good genetics.
Yeah, it's good genetics. Honestly,
Yeah.
I eat worse than you do probably.
Yeah, because you're older too. So like
Even
it
though
catches like I have like friends like
I
once you hit
doubt that,
30,
my
it slows
friend.
down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no way.
I highly
No
doubt
way.
that.
All right, that's a fat guy who owns up to it. Every other fat guy's like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I eat the same as everybody.
I know exactly what it is.
I hate when a fat guy hits you with that. I don't even eat that much. It's like maybe in public you don't eat that much.
Maybe not those.
But when you get home, you're
Yeah.
fucking doing it.
Or if they're telling the truth, like you don't eat that much, but you eat more often.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would
I
seven
only ate
small
one slice
meals.
of pizza 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, fatness is definitely it is something that you do alone.
Oh yeah, it's
100
shameful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is shameful.
Ralphie
You're
used to
trash.
eat on the way to go eat. Like, if he'd meet people to go eat, he'd eat food, takeout, or like drive-through on the way, so then he could, in front of people, just go, "No, I'm just,
No,
eating a
yeah, I'm
normal
just having a
amount."
little bit of whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He gets. We talked. I think we talked about this
yeah,
on
that's like mental.
Legion
Yeah.
of Skanks. You do.
What?
He gets off the subway in Queens. He'll get a burger or two to go because they're like little burgers from like Petey's Burgers,
Shout out to Petey's.
and then eat them while he walks to the pizza place to get a slice of pizza.
Wow.
Hold on.
Oh no, you eat way worse than me.
Okay, so I'm hungry.
Yeah,
All right, it's my meal time.
yeah.
That is
Feeding time.
That is my meal.
Yeah, it's grazing time.
Wait, the
Put him out to pasture,
the
baby.
burger and the pizza are my lunch. I
Okay,
just
first
have-
that's two things.
That's not a lunch.
And you get 2 PDs on the way to get sliced.
no, I get one.
One
double.
PD, one double, and then a slice.
Do you know Petey's?
I just heard about it recently.
Oh,
it's not
Petey's
really
is
in Manhattan,
alright.
though, is it?
No,
Nah,
it
it's
used to
more
be
of a
out next to
borough
the
thing.
standing room. There used to be one out next to the standing room as well.
Yeah. I'll stop there. I get off the subway, 30th Ave. I'm walking down. Petey's is right there. I grab a fucking double burger. I say, don't put it in a bag. Don't even wrap it up.
Just eat it.
I'm just give me it in a napkin.
Great for the environment. Let's give credit where credit's due.
He's
Why
watching
waste?
his waist.
So I like walking down the street and eating. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a movie when I do that.
I'm into it. It's the
Yeah, it's called the Nutty Professor.
Destination is the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, so I walk down the street
To a
next
bookstore, you're
next
like,
to my-
nobody has a problem with that.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Next to my apartment is a pizza place that I like, so I'll get one burger and a slice of pizza. What's the difference?
How many times is it one burger and more than one slice? A single and a slice, maybe, but you're getting a double, and I'm going to guess more than once, 2 more
Yeah,
slices.
for sure.
A specialty, sure. They got a
He's
penny
not getting, like, he's not
they got
getting
a
a
penny
dollar
vodka slice. I'm not walking away. What am I, a fucking asshole?
Now that's a burger, pizza, and pasta dish.
Yeah.
They put it all
That's a
together.
big. That's
They
a
put it
big
all
lunch.
together, yeah.
All
Save
right,
me-
that's
save me a little.
That's a big.
I like
lunch.
a big lunch.
The ziti slice anywhere is fucking great.
Oh, I love it, dude. I
man.
just had. We were hanging out in the village drinking, and went and got a grandma slice from Ben's that I haven't had in months.
Fresh one?
Oh yeah,
There's
big
nothing
corner
better than
slice.
that.
Dude, how great is this fucking pandemic where those little things you're like, oh, yeah, this place is awesome.
Mhm.
Dude, yeah. We went and hung out at
Makes you realize.
the bar that we always get drinks at in the village, Shade. It's on like it's right on 3rd. And we were like hanging out there and then went to get a slice of pizza. I'm like, oh, I feel normal again. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is comedy in New York, you know?
Yeah. For a
Um,
minute, it feels totally normal. You're like, yeah.
You forget it. And then like
it
the
reminds you of
streets
their
are empty.
first week here in New York or whatever, where you're like, this is so
This
cool.
is the greatest. I can
Yeah.
do that. I can just do
I
this.
just go get a burger and a pizza and then whatever, then start my evening.
This guy's fucking sidetracking us again
Um,
because we were getting close to him.
Yeah, he does. He pivots real
He
quick.
does.
This kid's got a good pivot.
Yeah.
Speaking
Guys, you
of
can see bonus features on Are You Garbage Patreon. Check us out there.
He's
really
smoking weed
support.
again.
Really support.
Lois, come get him. What?
Legit. Now, girl, did you leave the house with the roach? I would say
That's
that is
trash.
garbage.
Yeah, if you're also fucking successful. I'm probably got a bunch of weed at the house.
I know I do, but I was like, I don't want to bring a whole thing. I see one, I'll grab it, and it's good.
And how
That's
come,
trash.
Out of it.
How
You guys
come you're
want
still-
some?
I'm good, thank you.
how come you're still smoking? You're not on the drops or the gummies or anything like that?
Wait, we don't know everything.
You don't discriminate.
On the drops of the gummy.
But you
It's not
still-
fucking Rogaine. You can do lots of stuff.
Shout out to hims.com. I just got my shipment in.
But you still prefer to smoke a joint.
Yeah, sometimes it's
He's
great.
old school. He likes to
It
feel
only
the
hits you
knife
for
going
30
in, you know?
minutes, you know?
You know what's really trashy? When smokers clip their cigarettes and put it back in the pack. Have you ever
That's
seen?
trashy.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you open it up and you ever borrow a cigarette from those people? And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, yeah, it's like you're smoking somebody else's ashtray.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Just throw it away, dude.
I know.
dude.
Did you used to
Finish it.
smoke?
For a little while.
For a little while.
At the store, when I worked the door at the store,
Okay.
after a while being around smoke, that's where everyone would go smoke, and eventually you just like started.
Sure. It's definitely a social thing in
Yeah,
comedy.
5 years top.
I might get you with this. So you were poor probably at the time,
Okay.
right? I'm assuming
Right,
like when you
right.
were like working the door
Yeah,
smoking
yeah,
cigs,
yeah.
you were probably not a lot of cash.
No, not a lot of cash.
Would
12
you
grand a year.
see a cig on the ground that someone had flicked
No.
and pick it up and smoke it?
No, but I have looked for that before.
Oh,
Were you
looking
coked up?
for it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dice would always like not use it. He would chew on his cigarettes and throw them out, so you could find a good Dice one.
Oh,
Wait,
dude.
wait a minute. He wouldn't like. He would chew on them.
Yeah, he didn't want to smoke. He didn't smoke for a long time, but he'd still like the doing this and occasionally
Yeah, he
that.
needs the
So
prop,
he'd just
yeah.
chew on it for about the amount of time it took to smoke a cigarette, and then he'd flick it out and get another one. It was crazy, and they were like Benson Hedges, some fucking Dice brand. Yeah, and he would always do that. And so the option was sometimes ask a really annoying person to borrow a cigarette and know that means he's going to want to talk to you for like a week or
Yeah,
two.
that always
Right.
sucks.
Or like, let me look on the ground first and see if there's any like dices.
Yeah, you probably had. They probably wanted to talk to you too because you were the door, like you worked there. So they're like, oh, I'll hear. All
No,
right,
the other
cig.
annoying door guys, Fat
Oh,
James
yeah.
in particular. You could take it from Fat. He's dead. I can talk about him.
Shout out to
You
Fat
could-
James.
Shout out Fat James for a little.
Rest in
Fat
peace,
James,
big
yeah.
man. Shout out to Fat Foley too.
Yeah, that was the two options, and it's like, fuck.
That's fucking trashy.
Yeah, that is. Damn, I've made some mistakes.
That's a homeless guy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did it when we were like 12, or I never did it, but my friends would. Like we would be like skating.
Wait, it'd be all flat from being.
Yeah, well, like
stepped on?
someone would walk into like to the, we'd be outside of like it was a Krasler's or a Krauser's fucking like Quickie Mart,
Yeah.
and somebody would like hop out of their car, flick the cig, and walk in, and my friends would like go because
Jump
we were
out.
like looking to smoke and like
What
grab
the
it and
fucking
Yeah.
smoke. I could never
How
bring myself to
disgusting
do
is
it.
that now?
Oh, dude, imagine.
It seemed
just-
okay.
I know, because dude,
It
imagine.
still seemed bad, but
Oh no,
I don't
know.
even. And I'm disgusting. We know this, but
No.
I don't like sharing. When somebody says, "Hey, let me get a drag of that,"
Oh no, dude.
I'll give you one. No, I don't want a whole one. Well, I don't want to
Well,
fuck.
Yeah,
yeah,
what are
that's
you
it.
talking about? You're
I'll
not
give
putting
you
your lips
one.
on
You
my
can
fucking
smoke
cigarette.
whatever you
Are you
want.
crazy?
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's two things that gross me out. One is the wetness of somebody else's saliva on it, and
People do that to
two,
joints to
some
be shot.
people pull cigarettes really hard and they hand it back to you, and it's like burning hot.
I know.
You're like, what the
It's like,
fuck?
it's like giving you a hot piece back.
Especially when that bar is like, I just want one puff. You want two, so you go.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
You make it count.
Sure.
Yeah, smoke a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, if you're sharing cigs, what are we doing here?
You know what they should make? They should make halvesies cigarettes. Why don't
Little
they make a
guys.
40
They
pack?
do have little guys.
They do make
They're
the
shorter ones.
72s. Marlboro makes the 72s. They're smaller, but like,
I mean, like,
No
take a
one has
regular
them.
cigarette, put that amount of whatever, but like, you know how it's like this long?
sure.
You just cut it right there and have filter.
Yeah,
tobacco,
they do
but-
have
so you
smaller
can have a
ones.
40 pack of halvesies.
Oh, yeah.
Same size, even.
Get that.
I
Get
think
that. Get that. Let's get a one
Somebody
sheet on
invent
that.
that shit and
Yeah.
patent it.
Who's the fuck? Dylan, get on it.
Some
Get
people
on.
just want
Call
like
Philip
3 or 4
Morris.
puffs.
Do you
Yeah.
eat peanut butter and jelly?
I sometimes, yeah.
Have you ever gotten peanut butter and jelly that came in the same jar?
I have before in my life. But
You have bought it?
Yeah,
That's
a lot.
trash.
Well, Mr. 1250 over here.
Old, that's a 1350. Still buying his PB&J in the same fucking
You
dude.
see it on the shelf. It was innovative at the time. You're like, let me at least check it out.
All right, I'll
Let me
give
at
you
least
that.
see what it is.
Trash.
I'll give you the innovation aspect. I'll give it to him.
It was
That's
a brand
good,
new product.
That's a good case.
It seemed like,
That's
was this genius or not? I don't know. I
Smuckers
should
made
see.
it. It was called Goobers. And it was like $10 the thing, and every kid fucking wanted that.
I'll
Because
give
yes,
you
it
that.
did look cool.
I mean,
But
well,
trash.
you get I'll give you a one-time
Let me
write-off on
see.
that.
And then it's like, nah, I'll get my own.
Yeah.
I'll put it at my own levels. One time. Thank you.
I'll give you the one time for sure.
It's just, you'd be crazy not to at least examine if that was.
yes.
They've been separated for millennium, and then they're
generations.
suddenly in a jar. You're fucking the assholes. Like, I'm not even gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
No.
I love when we get him on one. He gets so mad.
What time? It's been 15 years or more.
I'll give you that. You got it. That's a pass. That's a
Thank you.
pass. Hey, gang, today's episode is brought to you by Sheath Underwear. It's the summer, it's hot, it's sweaty out there, and that's why you need Sheath.
Yes, you do.
I got them on right now. I swear to God. They're
So do I.
camouflage. Sheath is the softest, most comfortable boxer brief I've ever worn. The fabric has silky feel to it, and it keeps everything cool, comfortable, in place. There's multiple pockets. It's awesome. I love it. My wife calls them my sexy underwear. Here's what makes Sheath unique. It's got a pouch so you can separate your dick from your balls, the franks and the beans. This is huge for the summer, especially if you're working out outside.
Now, here's the thing. All right. Some of you folks out there might not be interested in separating your parts. And hey, let's be honest. Some of you probably can't. Okay.
I'm on
here's
the fence.
Yeah, so am I. I'm right there in the middle. But here's why we still recommend Sheath is because you can wear it just like any other boxer brief.
Yeah.
And they're super soft.
Throw and
they're
go,
super
baby.
comfortable. They're absolutely fucking fantastic. And I find it easier to take a leak in them, which is great. And the one more thing is they fucking look good. They're so cool looking. If you're looking for something to take some sexy pics, do a little this, do a little that.
Little sexton.
As it gets over at the Ryan household after a couple of glasses of box
Throw a
wine.
couple of picks my way.
Sheath is the underwear you want to be using. So do us a favor, gang. Go to sheathunderwear.com to get your pair of smart underwear. And if you use promo code GARBAGE,
How much?
Kippy,
What do they get? Hit me, big man. Lay it on me.
20%
Nuh-uh.
off your order.
20?
20.
Yikes.
Fucking 20%.
Let's do it. That's
You
a wrap.
cannot beat that deal. Gang, that's sheathunderwear.com. Use promo code GARBAGE. And let's get back to the show. Do it.
Growing up, would you guys do, or at any point, like, you know, your 20s or whatever, were you more of a Domino's or Pizza Hut guy or family? Because there's a big difference.
Yeah, we were Orthodox Jews. We couldn't get
Nothing.
either one of
Okay.
those.
So,
What? No
Yeah.
pizza?
I worked at Domino's later, but
ooh.
no, we had Jaffa Gate for a while. It was the upscale pizza place, and Harry's Nut House Pizza, which still exists. It's some of the worst pizza in the world.
Harry
But
doesn't know his way around a
swears by
pie.
it.
What is it?
It's
Kosher?
awful.
What's the
It's kosher, but it's just terrible. It's just salt is the main ingredient. It's pretty good right out of the oven. By the end of the slice, it's already congealed. And it's just
Ooh.
like it's
Dude,
so
that just
bad.
made my blood run cold.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I'm glad I got a second. And you're like, and it's just that hard. Oh, it's so bad, and it's like dirty there. It's like always getting shut down because of roaches and shit. And then like, oh,
Dude, I'll deal with a roach or a mouse for a good slice. Like if
I don't
Joe's
think
or
it is.
somebody had it, I would do it, but
childhood
not for
is true.
Harry's. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Metzger wanted to tell me about Mamoons. He goes, oh, dude, this mice. I'm like, stop. I'm not gonna not go there. So just I don't want to hear any of this.
Mamoons. Oh,
So
man,
good.
Mamoons
Yeah.
is something else.
I miss that when New York was shut down. I miss that
Just go
hard.
grabbing a five. They're like cheap. What were they? Like, you know, $5 or something. You can get the
They
falafel.
literally-
Awful.
Yeah.
The
That
shawarma
place-
though.
that place in Percy's Pizza on
That's a solid dollar
that
slice.
kept us alive.
when
Yeah.
Both
for
of those
comedians.
places for the first 2 years living up here. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Still dabble too. Go back to the old
yeah.
stomping grounds. You know what I mean?
I took a cab. I was here with Rogan once opening for him. I took a cab from like Midtown to Mamoons just to get it there and then back.
Wow. I would do
Yeah.
that too if you were just here for the, you know, if you were just in town. All right. I think
Let's stay on food a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to know if you've ever taken ketchup and mayonnaise and mixed it together and made Russian dressing out of it.
You gotta change these questions from ever to often or when's the last time you ever is just like you
Have
are putting
you
people in
ever
an umbrella
mixed
of
ketchup
people who've done
and
it once
mayonnaise?
and people who do it every single day of their
I
lives.
told you he was
What a
opinionated.
giant umbrella you've made. That's crazy.
All right,
So
well,
what's
then
the
how
answer?
often?
What?
How often, Mr. Shaffir? When was the last time?
Once, maybe ever, have I mixed them together, and it's been well over 15 years.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
You can't put me with those people.
All right. But you
I-
stuck your
are
toe in the water.
When's the last time you ate a booger?
I mean, I do that a lot. I will admit to that. I definitely
Okay.
yesterday.
All right. Okay.
If not today. Yeah. I
Have you-
mean, that, all right, sure. That one you got me on.
He's so pissed, dude.
It's just some of these questions are ridiculous. Have you ever? It's nuts. Have you ever shit your pants? Yeah, when I was a fucking kid,
Well,
but also an adult.
that's
so
gonna-
that you can judge me on.
That's going to go in the
Have
file.
you shit in your pants as an adult?
So many times.
Like full
Really?
shits?
Like no.
like act like
You mean just like a little shit?
no,
Like a
no, like
fart?
an unload. Like yeah, like this much or more.
what?
Yeah.
For
a
the
couple
for the
times.
audio listener, he just held up a coffee cup full
Yeah.
of turds.
Yeah, one time for sure, hard, and then yeah,
I did it
definitely some
once.
like not just when it doesn't just line the under like not skid marks, but like it's like shit though, but like that level, but then like long,
Ugh.
you know?
Well, that's not that bad. I took
not
a
that
full
bad.
dump in my pants
When?
about a year ago.
Why?
I was working on something and I had just gotten done and I was too.
What does that mean? Working on something that sounds so vague when you're just talking about something horrible.
I was
He
working.
played a fat guy or something on TV.
I was working on
one
the
time.
show,
Okay.
and I was too scared to shit in the trailer because I was leaving.
Okay.
Like I was done for the day, and I really had to go. And we were filming out in Republic Airport in Long Island, so it was about an hour to get home.
Oh.
And I really had to go, and I got stuck in traffic, and I was just dying. I was dying. And I got the car parked, and I got about 25 yards to my apartment, and just stopped
No!
and just shit in my.
You got all the way
pants.
back?
Yeah, didn't make it.
Oh,
It was you know you could
if
fight.
it was halfway back, you'd be like, I didn't have a chance.
I didn't
You
have
were
a
so
ch-
close.
yeah.
I was so close. You know you can fight it. You get that like.
You
But
know?
the
then
closer
it
you
goes
get,
away.
the worse it gets too.
Oh yeah.
It's like you start fumbling with the keys. You got a turtle head popping.
And it was a full shit. Like
That's
my,
not good.
like you could feel my underwear much heavier.
Really?
Oh,
I've
it
never
was
done it.
bad. I had to throw everything out. It was awful. It's like a murder
Oh,
scene.
it sucks so bad. The underwear's done.
Everything
Oh,
was done.
The pants are probably. If
The
if I know
full
him,
shit, standing up too. Yeah,
they
the
shouldn't
pants
have
are
stopped
done.
to get the burger though.
I'm wearing the jeans that I shit my pants in.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved my jeans
Yeah.
because I had to get back. I threw
I'm not
underwear out. I
fucking
had to
throwing
get
out
back.
jeans.
Yeah. And then once I got back, I chucked them. What, you just washed them? You got to wash and dryer at home?
No.
He took him somewhere.
I put 'em
which
in the
is
shower.
gross.
I threw my underwear out and
He's trash, dude.
No, they're done. They're done. You're crazy. Those jeans are done. You're crazy.
What?
First, the bad juju on those jeans to begin with.
you don't know
Yeah,
how hard
they're
it
I mean, the bad luck you have with those
Yes.
jeans for that reason alone, but also you did shit all over them.
No.
I like how
I
this-
put them right in the shower and washed
Those
them.
jeans are done. Yeah,
washed
do
them,
that
dried
so
them.
you could throw them away.
And then-
Yeah, so they don't smell in the kitchen.
Throw the shower. Oh,
You don't know how hard it is for a fat guy to find a pair of jeans that fit perfectly. It's hard.
you ever shit in the tub?
No.
Yeah,
What?
I thought I was farting, and it wasn't.
That's
What are
when
you, a
get the smooth
90-year-old
small
man?
ones.
Yeah,
You get the
it
small
was-
ones when you sit. It's yeah.
I pictured it like a Gulfstream. It was like, phew, it just came out. I
By the
thought
time
it
you
was.
realize it's sort of like,
It was
Yeah.
you want it. Your initial action is to be like no, like try to put it back in or something. But it's it's in there like swimwear, baby.
As a kid,
My
right?
wife was upset.
What?
No, I'm
You did
kidding.
this
No, I'm
recently?
kidding.
Have you done that recently?
Oh, it was
yeah,
recent.
I've done it as an adult wise.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
within the last 5 years.
Why were you taking a bath?
I take baths.
Love
Oh,
them, bro.
dude, I draw a
Ah.
mean bath, dude.
Get yourself. First of all, go get yourself a fucking robe too. That'll change your lives.
I got a big blue robe,
Oh,
big
it's
Tommy
so
Hilfiger
good.
robe.
Bath. No one bothers you. You can justify being in there. Read. Joint.
Dude, I get like the iPad going or something,
yeah.
or some tunes
So-
going. Sometimes
feel
I'll have
the
a glass
hot-
of wine. Oh,
Yeah!
Oh, come on, glass of red wine.
Throwing a bath bomb?
Dude,
Oh,
everyone
dude.
leaves you alone.
Yeah,
if
it's
you live
great.
with a chick, she's not allowed to touch you because that's her dream.
Yeah.
She understands how fucking great it is.
Of course, dude. I'll turn the lights off. Get like the iPad going, or laptop, some a glass of wine,
Play
and
some
like,
music.
dude, she'll my girl like, well, light the candle, and I'm just, dude, full blown
It's
fucking.
great.
It's great, dude. Big bath guy.
Holy shit.
I want to get bubble bath again. If I had a dream apartment, it would have a bath that I could really just like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
soak
Now,
down.
dude,
Dude,
Just
with
like
the claw feet, that's what. Do you ever, you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it
yeah,
sits,
yeah.
that's real.
Yeah,
that's
I
real
just
nice
don't fit
shit.
in them, and it's annoying.
Yeah, it's hard. Sometimes you got to go legs up like that, and
Yeah,
it's just
it
not
sucks.
as fun.
Mm-hmm. I got a big deep one though. It's nice.
Yeah,
Oh, it's great, dude. I'm gonna have one today.
dude, I had one. We got a place in Hawaii. We were staying there, some like Airbnb, and the shower was outside, and then they had a
Dude,
bath
an
for the
outside
outside.
shower
It was
is
all
great.
alone on some fucking like tree farm or something.
That's
and
pretty
you just
classy.
sit back there and just look at the stars. Oh god damn, a bath
Yeah.
is good.
It's great.
You are an outdoorsy guy. You love the outdoors.
Yeah,
love
man
the
of the
outdoors.
wilderness.
I like camping. It's the best
Yeah.
place to do drugs.
Camping is pretty good.
I like how you were about to judge us for the bath, but we went so hard on it.
Yeah,
You
he
were
had
like
a
trying to
backpedal.
step
He'd be
it
like,
up,
"Oh,
you were
I
just
don't
like,
fit in them."
And then
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well,
You
I'm telling
pander and
rules here.
fatso.
You
Wish I
didn't
could
stick
take a
to it. It's
bath.
nice.
I wish I could take a bath.
I think I only got one or two left here. Let's see. Let's make them worth it.
Let's make it worth it. Not like what wasn't worth it, which is what Greg Fitzsimmons' kids did.
Oh, Jesus
Beating of a
Christ.
lifetime.
Dump it. Prank caller. Prank caller.
You ever called a sports radio show?
Yeah. When the WTEM started in Maryland, we used to Kornheiser had a show on late night, and there was like no listeners. We'd get in regularly.
And just like what? Chop it up about sports?
Talk. He started to recognize your name after a while.
We got Ari
Yeah.
down here in Maryland.
Ari, my brother's name from Maryland. Yeah, no, I was from Silver Spring. It was back then.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, they would just know you. No one would listen to it. It was a brand new radio station. It was fucking awesome. I wouldn't wait in line like big fan, like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
Okay. What about a timeshare?
No, I've never done that.
You ever sell them?
No, I've never sold them
Have you
either.
ever gone to a pitch for one to get a free weekend somewhere?
Not even done that. I would probably have gotten roped into that at some point if somebody hit me at the right time.
It was
But
like, hey, yeah, come for a weekend. and you
all right, sounds okay, I guess. And then you're just there.
Dude, I don't know what it is. It's like the blue collar garbageness in me that it's like my family just goes, anything where someone wants to give you something is a scam.
Is for sure.
If you're walking into the mall and someone's like, hey, do you have a second? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care what you have, but it ain't for me.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way it benefits me. You wouldn't be stopping me or be like, hey, come here for the
Yeah,
weekend.
absolutely
to this
not.
ski
It's
resort.
never going to be good.
Yeah.
And the reason you get older is like, well, what are you rude? What if it is good? You know, if it is good, they'll find someone else to get it.
Of course.
So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
who
yeah,
gives a
yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
We had I know this happens in New York, but we had the person show up at my parents' house when I was home the last couple of weeks to switch our power over
Yeah.
from Pico to just other things.
Some
And
third
dude,
party.
She was so. She's like, well, if you just give me their, I was like, I was talking to your dad before. Is your mom or dad here? I'm like, nah, they're not interested because she's trying to fucking hustle them. She's like, well, if you just give me their names, I can sign them up. I'm like, get the fuck out of my lawn. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Mhm.
That's a fucking piece of shit.
They
move.
signed me up. These two.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking.
because in the city, they just get into the building and they're like young, like fucking. They just like knock on the door and he's like, hey, you have? He goes, hey, I'm from the power company, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm like, he goes, let me see your bill. I'm like, I
Trying
don't
to
want
sign
any.
you up for some fucking
He goes,
bootleg company.
he goes, I
Yeah,
don't.
they go, you have to, right? Don't they say you have to?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He goes, well, let me just see your bill. He goes, I'm not offering you anything. I just need to see your bill. I go, what do you need to see my bill for? And he goes, we just got to make sure you're getting the right, what a meter readage or something. I go, nah, man, I'm good. He goes, dude, we just need. And then he's like, my manager is right here, and it's just like some other
person.
some other teenage kid, and I'm like,
I'm out of
I
your
don't fucking
store.
know him or you.
Yeah.
So what
Take
they,
a fuck-
so I was
They
just
buzz
like,
all the rooms. They say, no, we're here collecting data for whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. The two I saw were both black, so I felt like, I'm not trying to be racist here, but I have no time for this. But
sure.
You sign up
But they
for it.
signed me up without. They just somehow got my address or something.
they're
They
like, you
did-
have to. I'm like, you'll be back
signed
then.
me up.
I'm leaving right now. I don't know.
If it's that important, you'll see me again or
I
somebody.
want to kick him out of the building too. I'm like, hey, you
Yeah.
don't live here, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
package is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who are those people?
You ever
That's
steal
just a
somebody's
scam. What a
packages?
great scam!
It
Of course,
is.
everybody's like, we're the power company. You get it.
Oh, you know who I got called by yesterday that I used to do? This is a real scam shit. So like the fraternal order police, or
Yep.
like, you'll get like the bumper sticker or the sticker for the back of the window, like, hey, friend of the cop or whatever. Like, it's because they raise money. You have to donate to get one of those stickers,
Oh.
but cops can't call. Cops and fire departments can't call and try to raise money because that's a
Conflict of interest. Something.
Yeah, because it'll be like, hey, you better hope there's no fucking So they're not allowed to do it. So they sub it out to these fucking
Dirtbags.
the dirtbag call centers. And I did it. And I didn't know. It was like,
Wow.
hey, I needed the money. It was like paid training, $500 a week for the first 2 weeks. So I'm like, well, there's
Great.
$1,000 in the next 2 weeks. That's all I need. So I show up. It's under 95 in Philadelphia. It's like under the highway. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we walk in, and here they call, and you don't say you're a cop, but you like allude. they change your name. They go, "What's your name?" I go, "Kevin." He goes, "You're gonna be Jim McNulty." So I'm like, "Hey, what's up? This is McNulty. I'm calling with the sheriffs, whatever." Like, and you got to be real vague, and you just fleece these old women out of the money, and then they send a van to go pick up the money. It's so fucking shady. Yeah.
And then they get a friend of the cop. Don't give me a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What's that?
those stickers? I'll get for $100, I'll get you a sticker, and then the police only get 50% of it.
Wow.
And then we get the rest. Because they look, 50% of
You know the
nothing
fucking
is-
Susan G. Komen NFL ones? You know how much they get?
That's pennies, dude.
3% of 3% goes to
Yeah.
fucking breast cancer research.
Mhm. That's the
Three-
biggest
what?
scam.
NFL gives 3% to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. If you buy a $100 jersey, $3 goes to Susan G. Komen.
Okay.
Of the $3 that goes to Susan G. Komen, only 9 cents goes to breast cancer research. The other goes to paying people who work at Susan G. Komen.
Marketing, fucking all that
Marketing,
shit.
yeah. The team that's on the NFL project, their salary.
What the fuck? We're all
9
fucking
cents of your
trash.
$100 jersey.
We're all fucking
Um,
trash.
All right. I think I just got one more. Oh, this is. How do you feel about the rotisserie chicken from a supermarket?
Bingo.
Okay. I haven't gotten it in a very, very long time.
Well, what are your
I
thoughts and
think that's
feelings?
really good. If somebody ever said like I'm getting that, I'm like, that is really
Dude,
delicious.
it's
isn't it?
like $4 for a whole bird.
So juicy.
It's
They're
what,
awesome.
dude? It's
You can make
so
a whole
good.
meal of it, carb free, pretty much.
Carb free for sure. Get a
Oh, it's
veggie
so
side or
good.
something
It's
too.
so juicy.
It's-
You
dude,
think so too, right?
Oh, wow.
But you know it's embarrassing. You can't really say
it's,
that.
It's a garbage thing. If you're,
When you see somebody with one of those fucking little bubbles in line, you're like, this fucking dirtbag. But I
And
tell
the
you what,
smell.
get
But you
that
know it's
home.
good. You're still like, ugh.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Like you would
they
never
are
admit
so
it.
good.
I'm the same way when I catch someone picking their nose. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Disgusting.
judgment.
Nom, 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 nom,
Yeah.
nom.
Yeah.
Do you guys have stuff that you know is awful, but like you still like, I know, but I love it?
Oh, yeah.
Food wise,
Or anything in general where you're like, I
Imitation
know
crab
this is
meat?
terrible. You're right to judge me on it, but yet I still like it.
yeah,
Smelling my own farts.
that's a big one.
Guilty
Everybody,
pleasure.
everybody likes their own.
Right.
What
everybody
is
likes
that?
I don't know.
It's in you. It's party. It's like having a little kid or something. You know.
Weird.
Pheromone.
But I love it. But anybody else is like,
Yeah, it's tough.
I like
Yeah,
Pink, the musician.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah. But
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should not.
No, but she could do.
That's a guilty pleasure.
You got to think about it. She's got these like fucking $1 million producers behind it to know what kind of music tickles the brain.
Yeah, but that's not that
It's
kind
all
of
a-
music's
it's
not
all-
supposed to tickle my brain.
I know, but it's a math equation. It's
Yeah.
not up to your brain. Your ear just goes, this is what humans, this is
He
catchy.
likes Pink. I like how he admitted that with such
Yeah.
shame.
That
She
one
comes
shook
out
him.
constantly. I'm like, who is this? This is great. Like Pink. I'm like, fucking again.
All right, this is my last one. This is a common one. What is the grocery store you go to?
Closest grocery store.
Okay.
Always closest. Or Whole Foods.
Oh, there you go. That's class. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. New York, it's proximity, but if you get to a
I
Whole
would not
Foods,
say
you go
closest. I would say the closest Whole Foods is the one I will go to.
to. Okay.
Do you
okay.
keep your
Yeah.
ketchup after you open it in the fridge or in the cabinet? Bottle of ketchup.
Fridge.
Okay.
What about syrup?
What?
Keep it in the fridge? You keep it in
I
the cabinet?
almost never have syrup.
Okay. What about
Do you
butter?
make pancakes a lot?
Look at them.
There's syrup in my house.
I mean, Ari, what the fuck?
and it's in the
Yeah.
cabinet like a goddamn gentleman.
I keep my syrup where it should be at the restaurant I go to
Yeah.
get breakfast food.
At the diner, yes.
Yeah.
Where do you keep the butter on the counter or in the
I'm
refrigerator?
pushing for counter, but it's always been fridge. But I've been become more European lately, and they keep it out.
That's trash.
They keep it
It's
on
a
top of the
trash move.
fridge. Colombia on top of the fridge.
It's dairy,
like
though.
so
man.
soft.
I know, but
Shut
it's
up.
dairy.
It's you just said it was European.
Yeah, Europeans also keep their eggs on the fucking shelves.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing over
How about
there.
on these high level fucking fridges that are out now? We get a setting for just butter, which is higher
Like a
than the
little
rest of the
warmer.
fridge.
This guy's a
Ooh.
fucking
They
idea,
close,
man.
come on.
Guy.
Keep it at a cool 60,
Yeah,
50, 55
That's-
maybe.
That's a fucking great
Wow.
idea.
Right?
Wow.
Open it from the inside or the out or whatever.
This guy's
little
fucking
butter sweet.
good.
Let's invent that.
Come on, Ari.
That's pretty good.
Halvesy cigarettes, all that. Yes.
Yes.
Good invention.
All
Anyone
right.
out there? Use it,
Last
steal it.
question. How often?
Yeah.
There.
When was the last time
Yeah. You can't, whatever. Go
you
ahead.
had breakfast for dinner?
I'll have it occasionally at diners.
Have you ever made it? Like
No.
made scrambled eggs after 7 p.m.
I mean,
That's trash if you're doing it.
Maybe after Shabbos once in a lot, but not even.
Yeah.
That's a breakfast food. It's food for breakfast.
It's a divorced dad move too. Breakfast for dinner
Man,
is a big divorced dad move.
If a drunk you hit me in the fast food and suddenly I'm like, what? The breakfast is still available? Then maybe.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
But
The gloves are off if the McGriddles are hot.
suddenly
I'm on.
at 10 p.m., you're like, whoa, I never get this.
Yeah.
When McDonald's started doing that, man, that blew my fucking mind. I loved it.
Do you
I
eat
will
fast
not go
food
to
a lot?
McDonald's anymore. No, I haven't been to McDonald's in fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
How come?
It's
It's
disgusting.
trash.
It's not food.
Sometimes you get the breakfast sandwich, it's got like that fucking
You can
yellow
fool
grease
yourself
on it.
with yeah, it's like, what? Nothing's in this shape.
Yeah.
I think it's delicious, and they make a quality fine product.
The ribs are in rib shape with bone in.
I don't get the
But
if you're
they're
getting the
all
McRib,
edible.
you're trash. I stop at the Shamrock Shake. That's where I go with the novelty items that Mickey needs.
No, it's all trash.
I'm fucking quarter pounder or nothing.
All right.
Ari Shaffir.
What's your verdict?
He's fucking garbage. He eats boogers. That was it.
That's the determining factor.
100%.
You got a couple of
I
blemishes.
used to do it. You said you regularly. When was the last time you ate a booger?
No, that happens all the time. You're right on that. I'm just saying some of these questions. Let me fucking be. I don't know, whatever.
Sure. Well, we're
Ask
graded on
these
a
people,
scale.
what kind of friend are you? Would you bail someone out of jail?
Would you drug a
No,
friend?
you're right.
I
Those
know-
people are
Would
also
you drug
trash.
a friend?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a good friend.
Free drugs.
If they knew they were going to enjoy it, for sure.
Sure.
Free
Well,
drugs.
obviously, I've always gotten that vibe from me that you're
You're
somebody-
a good guy. You're not a
Yes.
bad guy.
course.
Right,
You're a
right.
great
That's
guy.
right. There's a difference. You can be a good guy who's trash.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
you're a good guy. You would if somebody came in here and like fucking.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know,
You're right. I'm wrong.
you're a
Those
good
are bad
guy.
questions to ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you garbage?
You're a good
Big
guy.
J is garbage. Have you had him on yet?
We did it. We played on Legion of Skanks.
Okay, because I
He's-
mean, for sure.
He's trash.
Yeah.
We want to
yeah.
have him on. I can't wait to hear his growing up story.
Oh yeah.
But him now, I mean, he's
He's still.
complete trash now.
He still walks in that world a little bit.
You see that, and you're like, what? Sometimes I'm over there at his house, and I'm like, we're talking. I'm like, it's just like, he's like, what? I'm like, how are we friends? All his fucking books on his shelf are autobiographies of sports.
Yeah, that's
heroes
a sad.
from
It's either,
Philadelphia.
yeah,
That's
it's,
awesome.
I go, I'm like, what novels do you have? It's like, novels.
no vowels.
Joe Namath biography.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brian Dawkins Life and Times that Beat Dogs.
Bernard Hopkins on Bernard Hopkins.
I'm leaning great guy,
Great guy.
garbage.
Of course.
Yeah, I see
garbage
what you're
human.
saying.
Great guy, garbage
Great
human.
to comics.
Yeah, you're like a fucking Robin Hood to younger comics.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah, yeah.
How?
Everybody loves you.
What do
I
you mean?
what-
You gave all that shit away.
when you moved, you just posted a sign in New York Comedy Club's green room. Hey, if you need something, get my address.
get it.
Yeah, come get it. Get my
You guys
address.
didn't get anything, did you?
No, we didn't
no,
come.
I don't remember seeing
yeah,
you there.
Yeah. I'm not that trash. I'm not taking trash bags. Trash. Come
Yeah.
on.
It wasn't trash. I mean,
I know.
whatever.
It was good stuff. You
Everybody
had
that
the
showed up
computers
was
and stuff.
garbage.
What?
Everybody that showed up.
No,
was
they're
garbage.
just poor. It's so hard to be a fucking new comic.
That's tough.
You gave
dude.
away a computer, I thought.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was it
That's
an
fucking
Apple?
Dude,
Class.
grill. Fucking yeah, an
Who
entire
took
gas
the grill?
Some guys at a fucking rooftop in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Damn. That's great, man. Yeah, you're
second-
like a fucking. You're a class act.
Got to take care
Class
of the young
fucking act.
comics. Got to
Yeah,
just instead of throwing it away, let them
course.
know this stuff ain't trash. Fucking come get it.
Yeah. It's perfect.
You're a good man.
Were
Ari
you guys
Shaffir.
ever poor when you started comedy, or were you just like, did you just have?
Dude,
day jobs
I'm
that were
poor
decent?
Poor
now.
now.
Oh,
What are you
really?
talking about?
I owe Easy Pass like $700.
You seem like you have money, H.
What?
Don't let the shirt fool you.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
what?
seem like
What,
you
the
have
George
a decent
collection?
paying. If you still have a day job, you seem like you have a decent paying one,
No day job.
and then bad paying comedy.
No, I was
Get by.
I was doing good.
You do
up
all
until
right.
the pandemic.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
The acting.
Yeah,
work and
you
stuff
said
like that.
I said you seem like you have money.
I
I mean,
wouldn't
doing
say I
all
have
right's
money.
different from like fucking not being able to pay the rent.
Right. I mean, like you can get as many beers as you want tonight, and you won't think about it financially.
I would do that either way.
Yes.
I'm really bad with
That's
money.
why, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
garbage like that.
Interesting.
If I have $20, I'm spending $20.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'm waking up the next morning in a panic. Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm the king of if I have $100 in my account, I'm like, I'll spend 50 and then take a $40 Uber home and
Yeah.
it's tomorrow's
Oh, really?
problem. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
What a fucking idiot you guys are.
Yeah.
Fucking budget this shit better.
I look like I
Well, it's
got a
New York. You can't. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to drink a beer, $6.
And people are like, we're going out to eat. Do you go or do you go? I get. Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah. I mean, I have I just spend it poorly.
Right.
I have cash. I just spend it.
You're not
poorly.
in danger of like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna make rent in 2 months. It's possible I won't.
No, I mean, yeah. Plus, my parents have.
And
some
you make all
cash.
that money for the Patreon.
And we got Patreon cooking. Shout out to RU Garbage Patreon.
You gotta
Sign
do
up.
it. You gotta do it in Practical Jokes Day to get like the tenderloins when they're on tour.
Yeah,
because True TV
yeah.
can't
Can't
touch
be
that money.
competitive. Yeah. That's why they tour is the tenderloins.
Guys,
that's
go to
awesome.
patreon.com/allyoutrash.
Yeah.
You can
Megan,
sign
we're
up
gonna be
help
touring
these
as
guys.
Kippy and the Fatso, so Lewis doesn't get his hands on it.
Yeah.
Baldy and the Fat Man.
Yeah. Just to have that. Unaffiliated with Gas Digital.
Yeah, never heard of them. But if you are gonna sign up for Gas Digital, use promo code AYG.
What do you get?
We get to wet our beak a little bit. You want too many? I'll show you the contract off air.
Yeah, details.
This guy wants everything out in the open.
I like that he thinks I have a little cash on me. It made me feel
You
really
always
good.
seem like you were fine financially. Like you weren't like worried like some people are. Like fuck. Like Bernstein, he doesn't look like he has $1 to spend on a sandwich. You know what I mean? You seem like you're fine. You're like, I'll fill up my car with gas. It's no big deal.
Sure.
Put it on the card.
Yeah.
Are you not?
I'm doing fine. My parents have. If I need, I can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be destitute.
He's in bad shape, Ari. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not doing great. This pandemic fucked me up a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ari Shaffir. Ari, is there anything you want the gang out there to know? Anything coming up?
Yeah. Where's the camera? Guys, I'm running for the president of Legion of Skanks.
Oh yeah.
I will do the best job. A lot of people come and they say, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's not okay, listen, Lewis is going to continue running it because he's never going to not run it. So that shit will get run as is, right? Nothing will change with you voting for him or against him. He'll make sure he gets guests in, all that shit. I'm just there to make the idea of president a lot more fun. I will only fuck with it when it's funny or when I think it's going to be great. But who else does the best shit? You know I'm going to come in there. I'm going to fuck up their ad reads. I'm going to do what I can to really have the most fun with it for myself. You guys are not going to be the ones that matter to me. I'm going to do it for myself. So please vote for me, the Legion of Skanks presidential elections, and I'll continue to fucking satisfy you guys with constant mayhem. Thank you very much.
Well said.
Ari Shaffir for president. Fuck
Thank
Lewis.
you. Thank
Well
you.
said.
It's all about that.
What a fun, interesting episode, man. This
Man,
has
this
really
was
been
great.
great.
Guys, great podcast.
Thank you,
Whatever
buddy.
help you need to spread the word, I'll fucking do it. I'll put it on my Instagram. I got a lot of followers.
Great, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
And then,
appreciate it so much.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I'll mention on my podcast that I'm on it.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Kippy, what do you got to tell the gang out there?
Guys, just make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes and YouTube as well. Full video available there. And if you want to sign up for Gas Digital, you get the episodes ahead of time. You get the live stream, the chat, all that good shit. Plus, you get the library of all the other shows, all Legion of Skanks from the past, like, fucking 9 years. You can go back and listen to all of them. Use promo code AYG and ship us a couple of bucks. You know what I mean?
That's right. And make sure you guys follow us on social media. Follow Kevin Ryan Comedy at H Foley on Ice on Twitter, Foleygrams and Kevin Ryan Comedy on Instagram, and follow RU Garbage on all platforms.
Yep.
And
I'm going to talk to Lewis to see if he can make it so you guys cannot have social media anymore. Go all the way, one way or the other.
totalitarian regime.
Everything, it should actually be H. Foley Gas Digital.
Yeah.
Gas
Shout
Digital.
out to our excellent producer, Dylan the Kid back
Fuck
there,
Dylan.
buddy. We love you. Shout out to Louis J. Gomez, Ralph Sutton. We love the Gas Digital family. Don't listen to this guy.
Yeah. Ari sucks. Boo.
We're voting for Lewis. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, guys,
Thank you.
thanks. Hey, gang, here's a little bonus from Ari telling a story about one time when he shit his pants. Enjoy.
Killing me. It really is. I shit my pants in Australia last year. Yeah, that's not the joke. That's not any part of the joke. That's the informational part that comes at the beginning. It wasn't when I was a baby, by the way. I wasn't like 3. I was a year younger than I am right now. I looked just like this. But I had caca in my underpants. I was in Sydney, Australia. I was in this giant bridge. It's called the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's this giant bridge. It looks like the Brooklyn Bridge. It has those pylons that go up like this, like really high. But it's like way bigger. And there's this hike where you can walk on top of those things, those steel cables. And it's like this 3-hour-long hike. And I was like 30 minutes into it when I got my first diarrhea pang. I'm like, this is going to be a problem. Because I don't know what you guys do when you get diarrhea, but what I do is I do the diarrhea math. And I figure out where am I on the scale of 1 to 10. And that'll tell me how badly I need to take action right now. Because you have to know right now, because diarrhea gives you no warning whatsoever. It doesn't come on slowly, it comes on at full strength right away. It's not like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Ugh. No, diarrhea is for real. with diarrhea, like la-di-da, not a care in the world. Everything's really sunny. Oh, fuck! Diarrhea's here! It's here! So you got a 1 to 10 it immediately. You gotta know. With one is like nothing. A 1 is like, when this comes out tomorrow, it's gonna be a bit moist. That's a 1. That's technically, I guess, it's diarrhea. And a 10 is like, where the fuck is the bathroom? And I was like an 8.7. Like I was pretty far up there. And so I go to the tour guide. I'm like, how much longer till we get to the top? And he goes, like another hour and 10 minutes. All right, let's see what I'm made of as a man. You know, this is my moment to test myself. Heroes aren't asked to be called upon. They're just called. So I just sucked it up as hard as I could. And I just started like duck walking up this giant bridge. And Sydney, Australia just go like, oh my God, hold it. Hold it in. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts so fucking bad. Whatever it feels like to give birth, this was the opposite of that. Just 100% pure sucking. It's like a doctor was standing over me, yelling like, pull! I can see the head! Pull! And I'm fucking trying to do it. There's a Scottish guy in line, like right behind me. And he goes, pick up the pace, please. And I'm like, shut your fucking mouth, Scotland! I'm working on something right now. Ah! Oh my God. Every once in a while I would just get too much, like I couldn't control it. And I have to do the cross leg thing. You know, where you just cross your legs over as far as you can. Do like the reverse splits almost. And then you just stand there holding it. I've seen people like this in the supermarket before, by the way. I have. I once saw a lady in this peanut butter aisle just like frozen Mr. Universe smile on her face. Convulsing rapidly. Yeah, just like that. She wasn't looking at peanut butter, by the way. She didn't give a fuck about peanut butter. She was just trying not to shit herself in front of her neighbors. Until she was like, we're good, and then she went right back. And that's what I was on this bridge. She was like, hold it! Oh my God! Hold it! I was sweating so much. I was sweating hard, but not in the forehead. I wasn't sweating on the forehead. The forehead, that's a sweat of heat or exertion. I'm sweating under the eye. The sweat of mistakes and regret. But I'm doing it though. I'm telling you, I'm in control of the game for like 54 minutes. Until the end of this hike, and I have no idea why, but there's this ladder that just goes straight up for like 12 to 15 steps. And I'm staring at this ladder, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get up here. Because I don't know if you guys can squeeze your butt cheeks together as hard as you've ever done that ever before in your life. And try to bend your knee at the same time. But like you can't do it. You can't do both at the same time. It's like sneezing with your eyes open. I have no idea why bending the knee like this, that's a release valve. I have no idea why the knee is connected to the asshole. If you ask me, that's a design flaw. Should be corrected in later models. But for some reason, you bend that knee, that just opens up the floodgates. So I'm staring at this ladder, I'm like, what am I supposed to do here without my knees? The Scottish guy taps me on the shoulder, and I'm like, what? He's like, the ladder's clear. And I'm like, I know the ladder's clear, Braveheart. Shut up. God, you're annoying. The Scottish people are annoying people. I get what the English hate you now. I get it. So I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to do here? Why'd they put a bridge on the goddamn ladder beyond me, by the way? Maybe they didn't expect people with diarrhea to come by. In fairness to them. So I was like, all right, here's what I'll do. I'll think outside the box. I'll just reach up as high as I can. and I'll grab onto one of the rungs of the ladder, and I'll just do pull-ups. I'll just step by step, I'll just pull my dead body up this ladder. And it was dead because I'm squeezing so hard from the middle, like from here down, it's just dangling away. Like Joe Theismann's leg. Just hanging there. So I do like 3 pull-ups and then I realized, oh, I'm very weak. I don't know what made me think I could do 12 straight pull-ups. My record was like 9 and that was in college. Like there's literally no chance I have of doing that. And I get to like 4 and then I start doing the shakes. And I brought it to about the nose, and I was like, going the wrong way. And then I fucking lost it. And as I let go, my right leg, it caught on one of the rungs of the ladder, yeah. And you just went like that, and as it bent, you just hear this sound. This horrible, horrible sound. Just bent, you just hear this. Until you touch your butt, you still are holding out hope. You know, that's what we do as humans. We hold out hope. And you're just like, please, maybe it's that 1/10 of 1% chance that it was just a wet fart. Please let it just be a streaker. And you reach back there and you feel a chunk. Not chunks, anything but chunks. And I just stood there for what seemed like forever, like 2 full minutes, just feeling bad for myself. Like, what is wrong with you, Ari? What is wrong? You're a grown man. You're an American representing your country in a foreign land. And your underwear is full of wet kangaroo meat. Because you had to get adventurous at dinner last night. And I just stood there feeling bad for myself for like 2 full minutes until I remembered, oh yeah, that Scottish guy is still right behind me. And I'm up 3 steps, so he's pretty much ass to face right now. So like right in front of him, he just saw the Morse code situation that was laying out in front of his face in my pants, was pushing long and shorts. And he just heard the sound. He just heard the which is an unmistakable sound. Nobody ever hears that sound and goes, ah, ice cream truck. Like that's never happened. So I turned around to see if he had seen, right? And this was his face. He was going like this. Just staring up, like whatever was on his mind was just wiped off completely. It was just etch-a-sketched right off. Like he was like, maybe later I'll go to the zoo, and then his hands were like out like a boxer who just got knocked out but hadn't fallen yet. Like that. And we're just staring at each other. Like there's a nonverbal tug of war going on. Nobody wants to be the first one to talk. With his mind, he was like, how do you want to play this? And with my mind, I was like, no. It's your move now. I just laid my cards on the table. So this is what he did, and it was so fucking kind. He looks at me, and he just goes, did you just shit your pants? That wasn't the nice part, by the way. That was just a weird, honest question. And by the way, if the roles were reversed, there's no way in the world I'm gonna bring that up. If I'm the guy who heard it, then you can never in a million years. He'll turn around and be like, oh, crazy weather we're having. And politics, sports and so forth. It's nuts this time of year. I'm never gonna deal with that. You just went right for it. You just shit your pants. And I wanted to lie. Obviously, I'm not going, look at the truth on this one, right? Truth? No. I was thinking like, just tell him like a pelican died. Or maybe, this is what I honestly thought I was saying. I thought maybe saying like, yeah, Americans always shit on bridges. It's good luck. But like, he wasn't gonna believe anything. So eventually, I just said like, yes. I shit my pants. And this is the part that I'll never forget. It was so fucking nice. He reached into his pocket and he pulled out a handkerchief. Yeah, it was an embroidered handkerchief. I don't remember the guy's name. I wish I remembered his name. All I remember was the initials. We're on the handkerchief. It was ELM. And he just goes, I've been there, man. He gave me this handkerchief. It was so nice. It was so kind. On a human level, that was the nicest thing anyone's ever. I was like getting choked up almost. I was like, dude, after I made fun of you for like an hour straight about being Scottish, I was like tears were welling in my eyes as I reached in there and just started scooping. Just scooping these chunks. These Twix travel-sized chunks of diarrhea. And then I released it into the wind. And it sailed away like that feather at the end of Forrest Gump.